Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro Kofi man homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Neat 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Sunu Asiogwe na eye Enelfa Delbokrata Daily Graphic I dey anyone who saying threat of terrorism, security agencies meet churches. Now chese we Ghana my hadam say no. I'm say fiti na watwe a etwe mu ko yedi yes terrorism ho nkoma. Say ensuade no mosque ahodo no nya ahwe yie. Na we ni ekọ Bureau of Public Safety. San komoy about security and terrorism. Ura na ya akwada. Executive Secretary my Bureau of Public Safety. You no ni komo kakra. Ra akwada ya da say mo akwa baba ni TFM so.
Miss Mindama say me chia motie for nyina.
Na boko de.
Anyame adom boko.
Em say na wotwe etwe mu kra na wotwe ba mieni ni na ba beto dua kokobo say Ghana yenya ahwe yie na terrorism Salafi jihadis bi am say so mo Burkina Faso wo mo bowura Ghana no mo pie mo bowura no mo kọ mo bowura no mo kọ yenya ahwe yie na nsode ne mosque ahodo yi wo mama meto anhye so sanse mi wati bi da wati
I am say be na wotwe mienu ya peke signal no from sorry African Center for Security and Intelligence Services I think so ya peke sa one report no nti yate.
Okay. All right. And Montie in terms of AB Juma Musumu Bureau of Public Safety no. Diana Mono Mutu found so far.
You know, that's it. Nearly kind of said the bia me repeat me hona meka say Bureau of Public Safety ye edumekua enhye aban ase. Nti say ye will be bia na e amanfo ento boa wo mo de boa yen enetimi epia yen. And no pay ye Ghana Police Service will take it from there. Aside that, we have actually literally declined to speak to the media in the last 2 weeks on this issue until yesterday. And in Shishia, the big work when we Ghana Police Service, we are not yes, so they won't be at Tuga. I'm a mouthful in our team.
Oh, okay. Well, because me share the Bokrata Daily Graphic or can say security agencies in Sushi so they know any mosque inform the dan no chief imam and so we futu our day ma empo mosque no say one money very alert normal report to any strange element bia so until say be a futu ana bibia mo betimi aboa Ghana for much as a mushia Ghana police for we answer na mo betuja
the mention say Juma ye babedi no na yehia Ghana Police Security Agencies ni wia ye betimi e dia tuga na mum so bisa say sesana e de wo kuaka temu say churches should be on alert in account. If you want to go down on that detail I bia one or two am share one but as to what programs and as events at the Bureau of Public Safety itself will take on as an entity. No?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Want to make that public.
All right.
After our meeting.
Okay. Any emra from na teacher some na die the Bokrata and money sase me say security agencies name sorry no senya bay no dear futu na de be more Bureau of Public Safety.
That's it. Say churches should be alert. Na ya emrepi no you can alert na emu asichere anase se no bia ebe appreciate no different. Na mom se would tuga say ebe hia say insurance no ebe ye what we call layered security arrangement. Layered security arrangement it say asori bia ebe tu anamo ne nu yen se bi efa ne security ho ne bambo ho na bibi san ambetono anase betono cry the impact no will be minimized. Sebi ukofa wo oshafo na umomu achechire se mumanu ko nieme bi se ho ba ku mienu miensa se ho na so mu gina sorry dan no mo ya womo a womo carry out terror activities Niema woman say Ubaswama, Omano, in Pane say, and yes, or baby in a all to you, a man, on our ban, pursue. Why not be so boo? Enti, say Oba wine yakra or Benani Pabacumienu, and intino, woman arrangements I know and repino, yes, chassis free, sorry. Yes, I see free HHC. And to see a casse, sorry, wherever there's large populations, there be more, especially hotels, restaurants, foreigners that are frequent to home. We layered arrangements, and let us say, oh, shall see free, maybe a car park, oh, shall see free, main gate, and just about maybe 200 meters within from your facility in the radius, 200-meter radius around your facility. That is what the churches, the malls, and everything must do. So constantly, they must mount a surveillance within a certain perimeter or radius around their facility. Now, open, not relaxing arrangements, as I say when the bar sorry pon one pay say be sorry them one. You raise the temperature and anxiety within the church. And the baby a baba some baby a make didi, baby a make bomania malls. When you do that, you scare people away and you reduce patronage, and it affects revenue, business, and social inema baby. And here say the churches, the restaurants, the hotels, the places of interest and also places that we consider as high value targets. We put in place layered security measures around these facilities. So they are impacted so much on patrons and the atmosphere in that place. But it is important. Say we must all be in a state of intense vigilance. As I say, baby bebrea omotimi esiano ntempano. Na enye security agencies impona ehu. Eya member ne dikan hu no motehu kire security agencies. So that must be at the back of our mind. Say yen ni be hu ni abeka kire security for moment to one more. Yen ni be hu bia and there was so be a member bia any daho. So we do a bit of American memoir. One more various color codes for the various security alerts. Maybe I'll be the catchers as you say we are in red. We are in red that police force, security agencies, one more you will to me be a maybe show on sa. The castle be a red Kabia era the bit is airport space, They spend ample lot of time scanning the car. ABI orange more, they will just be selective. Yehunka we are beshe, Yehunka we are here. ABI yellow more, and ye money a pick a car at random. And the security agencies should also adopt some of these methodologies. Now, informing security front, say once you declare a certain code, every agent of the security service knows what he has to do. And yet, to have a 2 weeks alert for us to be planning stakeholder meetings, to us to be meeting churches, and for us to be meeting hotels every time. To me, a set up such security code, phenomenon, and I say method. Every time when we declare, say we are in orange, everybody knows, but hotels knows, the churches know what should be done.
Okay.
It is declared, say we are in this color code.
Okay.
And I think moving forward, to make things easier, because they unravel very, very rapidly before you know it. Now I see we. Here pass and moving forward, you have one language to communicate our security,
Okay. All right. Now, Mami Musa, okay, about say bi I see you need that whole idea. Me name say now chi mu ano we hu ye video bi am say nsem training Kojo Action oni multimedia for ye adwuma koye wo Accra mo so de so ahwe say sa ye terrorism kokobo ya be person so ahwe say Ghana bia for Ghana for ankasa ye need the ho no musia sheda kotena Accra mo no inside mu baby the backpack the shele jato ho no where sima be ye aduasa 30 minutes obi a won kotena ho a wogya ade tu so de ya wo ni name a camera da so a etwa ehwese oki obi kura ebebo bia security form ho se oki obi bag da hanum se wogya bag na to honum se enim ade ewom tie bia momra mahwe eda honum abeye sima be aduasa obi a manfo kotena ho no ma sode no mo ko ma se yenim kura se CCTV camera kura nso wo honum se ebia kura security for kura hwe ma akase oki wa asumesi we jab bag no eja to be 30 minutes ni ana 15 minutes ni enkonko he die nkra ne dem eda ho no akopem tama ono ankasa ne boto ni em se wa so bia enkonko ka bibia ankere security for me nkota madia no kire se wa ye ni nhada na ho sa o Ghana for
no kre me no eya adwen pa na most of the malls no eya na wo mo CCTV cameras fitted across the malls. They have security supervisors who are monitoring these CCTV cameras by the minute, by the hour. Ben I was in the mall. Ben so may observe the distance between cameras, mounted cameras, and I was very, very well pleased. But to the extent the video I will come as a mimi na said they will come once a no credit, then they need to look at the people who are manning their control room because me sue in a cram sometime this week, I was impressed. Said the cameras have been properly laced. They said kwanya edit that cameras ni temu and mini soye. Na said Kobani say one more a money control room and to me and yet proper scanning. Now one to me identify potential threats within time and I say identify them as early as possible. Let's just say camera na amount CCTV amount in a one man fast walk. But this is a major lapse. So me IG and I say me original security coordinator. Now, Mr. video immediately I must call for a reorientation for the security managers of this mall. Immediately. A major lapse, security lapse. I was say almost fixing immediately. And the idea was say one more cry. It's I said for us observing the camera, the CCTV listen, how it has been mounted across the mall. It gave us a sense that there are people who are minded of movements in the mall. But say video I will come once my mimi say no crepa dia let us say there is a laughter if you say in many won't be too one more.
All right, that's here in Columbia saying na say money police from Sushia na Sushia Bureau of Public Safety mudi go akwam yaba ni aba be din Columbia account that's papa nana Nana ya akwada Bureau of Public Safety Penia Oda no anope need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedie Suno Asogwe and comments in Biaba no pay me fa kakra mfa ntwem emfa emamo. Now one from Ochiniba Kwame Brakon Accra Taifa says former President Mahama must stop disturbing our ears with his fake create, loot and share project. He must bear in mind that governance is mostly about creating social interventions for the ordinary taxpayers to enjoy. That's Ochiniba Kwame Brakon. And one here from Osemin Kanjekuma, NPP Chairman Kabul, Afghanistan says, Hold of Fusampofos responsible for those school block bent in Kumasi, NDC, Aburobeye, Chia. That's one from Osemin. And to one also from Nana Aboagye, Hamburg. It says, please, he says that Radio Good has been working since Monday. It has not been closed down. It was my best, well, in the 90s. We hear you. And one also from Farouk from Tema says Nanado's developmental agenda is touching all regions. Covenant keeping President Ghana is grateful for your unbiased sharing of the national cake. My Nima Mamubi people, President Nanado is one of you and will never betray his love for you for anything. Farouk Tema. And to one from PK Kaswa, let me take this opportunity to commend Rebecca Foundation for the tremendous and selfless work led by Madame Rebecca Ekufuado. It's been years since Kolebu and Konfonochi Children's Ward received such a facelift. In fact, the Rebecca Foundation is doing wonders. Why? That's one from PK from Kaswa. Okay. Well, mame home so kakra na membra including komowe.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro kofia man homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Yanko ahomano suna ni Elikem Kotoko, ye General Secretary my young professionals. Now the Abokrata Daily Post in him say how did hunting guns turn into pump action guns? Young professionals say busa na Elikem biada simu akwa baba Neat FM so anope.
Many of us that say anope mi tia oni etie for nyina.
Tie for juice na boko there.
Nyamia do ye be den. Ye kura mo kakra sa.
Okay. Buani nyanti ase asem ne saying dear na young professionals mubusa na nyamo kan saying the Abokrata Daily Post di atumu.
Yeah, since we kaya on the 9th of May, audio be echo around social media viral say a man for being who say yeah importing weapons be about through Temaport. The following day anopano say customs any security officials or more ports no omunina ekobo intercepti you know mamu cheki. In the first place, no, utie the customs officer no ni kasa or kasana. Utu means sebi it obi na actual statements no edia sharing sase on kinkan because in the first place na omu kase omunim bia ewo container no a legitimate business nipa no ye. Na so all kasa no osi omu intercept container no. Na u kase u intercept container na chese a true nipano a bibi and why intercept no in the first place. Am I a bit confused or but the Hadjin Pani say Omu granting interviews me no na interview first one Omu granting no Omu eba out eka say document na eka container na etu ni se no document no to allow for only short gun hunting gun. You omo say document na eka container no say nipa no ye legal arms dealer na document ni say 2,575 na nipa no di ba a 40 footer container no purely for hunting gun na omu di nyamane call warehouse we no papa no sign granting interview e was sign interview no man na oka say obubobubo etu na nipa no import here no say short guns pump action any automatic pistol one ball hunting guns bio and usha hadrin e wo kwan bebre so because unimi be hadrin say after ayawa so by election the AC any usha ye sub region no crap or Burkina Faso terrorist attacks any the so ye around ye nyina and uba Ghana nkasa so a galam say fight ya nkasa so ye nim say according to statistics no there were about 2 million guns illegally acquired in the hands of the wrong people. Last year, next year, year call election year. Just within this time, I'm in Newcastle. Now, Obi to me, I imported 1,575 weapons, deadly weapons into this country. Say a legitimate business into at this same time, no. Other countries like the US, the New Zealand, etc. No, Omu try say they will have strong measures in terms of gun control. na afi na yɛn mom Ghana afi na obi imported 1,575 yɛnim ahe a ɔbɛsan import ɔkyena anase next week anase next 2 weeks yɛba bɛkɔ election so mini wo Ghana yɛtie a short commission of inquiry no so say yɛwɔ some citizens bi wɔ hɔ a yɛma ɔmo training for just 2 weeks 2 weeks training ɛna yɛde etu ahyɛ ɔmo nsa nti sɛ yɛse yɛfight galamsey so wohwɛ galamsey pictures na Chinese for na yɛtiti ɔmo nyinaa na saa etuo na yɛ important. Those are the kind of weapons that ɔmo kura a ɔmo di bɔ ɔmo ho ban ɔmo site no so yɛnhwɛ yɛn ho yɛ sɛnea langas sɛma bɛyɛ ɛyi a agyensɛm wɔ Ghana ha especially in Accra no saa bi pɛpɛpɛ na ɛbɛba bɛyɛ ɛma galamsey so no yɛbɛnya ho langas bebrebe a wanhwɛ a yɛntumi ɛntwa no ɛna wohwɛ a yɛ political arena no so a wohwɛ nyama ɛkɔ so no it doesn't give the right signals to the other political parties, especially the opposition, especially wohwɛ sɛnea statement no ɛbɛba no ɛnɛ yɛsi document na ɛka container no ho purely for shotguns and for hunting guns. Now after that, almost already almost statement, almost see, almost declare
document from where?
Oh, say customs officer no, customs officer no, a grant interview to move in Central for no. Sana or paper no akita na already here no. Upe krana, met me send this video no so am out. Then you move it to me a follow up because we any young professionals go na hire.
Okay.
Sebi obi basa si anasa they are firing bullets. Nim obi a yefra no Elikam anasa wo studio anasa moon Central for scrap na moon in the middle of the crossfire. And you say to me yeshwemu na yembi say especially that time with some railway adena yes say for gun controls me say a police phone kwana e so mu ema etu so that enukrapo your business krapa the police should be solely responsible for that since omu issue license no and the yen more to me na police aban kwana be import etu na found an amount license to account.
Okay. Uka about sa video bi I'll say mwehu a custom officer bi kind statement or say hunting guns meboa. Okay. And I say subsequent interviews and indeed may kind some of the news report about Montie and the custom officers no and there's a name here actually head of preventive of the customs division of the GRA Joseph upon Aboagye. Now, this is what he's quoted as saying, said, guns now, what they buying? And so let me just quote what he said. He says, they were shotguns, pump action gun with magazine, pump action without magazine, automatic pistol grip, and packed pump action. They all use the same ammunitions with 12 gauges. So the total number of items was about 1,575 shotguns and pump actions. And we say no more can. And I say there's a contrary video at HSA custom officer kind statement or can say hunting guns.
Yes, the Oka is here a second interview. No, it's the first interview. No, the same Nipana on and yes, Yentafo and answer your twin and the brother and Emma interview. No,
Joseph upon Aboagye no.
The same Aboagye na. The Upe Kramini Kasa USC met media send you. Now Emma would tear for no na at ye on say and yes, ye chantro and I say yena ye pese raise red flag via keke. On one organic first interview, and all can say the document accompanying the consignment is for shotguns only, is for pump actions only. Hunting guns only. And one okay, I see the document accompanying the consignment is for hunting guns only. It is on one ekasa wie na se wasan ba ebeka na oberedi document yache na so one bob hunting guns and you be say who crapo say tax na nipa ne tua crapo no otua tax e ma hunting guns and na say tax for shotguns and pump action. And it say bibi sa no crapo is someone being negligent on duty na yen to me bisa yen hu same way so that we know exactly what is happening. Because say the most vulnerable people and children.
Mm.
And me and me wa hakrano, misu mi woma. And I don't think I'm so old. I'm equally also young, and I can equally be a victim.
Mm.
And they say, "Yeah, boy, who bang Ghana a young na yedia." And yen to me guide the and say obi answer say, "Onka kaka di ope, and now mu ye di omupe." To see I abro mo. There be, yes sir. Na say amambu no krapo no. Then ye pese ekono, en kono sa na yen na yeti ho ehwe.
Now,
If ye kasa sisi, I met me send this video no some amount.
yeah, but video no, but me musao. So nim say asemi so beto dwa customs for so kasai na manfo ti say bia e bi kase okay nsem no bi o Montie ase no. Ghana police for so ekokoye inspection ekohweye. Na wamuso mo ekoye inspection omo wie no omo de statement beto dwa. Now omo statement no emu nsem no bi ni so say following the trending social media story and pictures of a DAF articulated truck with registration number GT 9699Y containing weapons, please assure us that security agencies have physically examined the said truck and its content and found them to be imported pump action guns covered by regular documentation authorized by the Ministry for the Interior and relevant agencies, and they conform to the documents covering them. The pump action guns in the truck are authorized for private use by licensed persons. They are not the type of weapons used by state security agencies. Police investigations further shows that rightful port procedures were followed to clear the weapons, and the importer is a licensed arms dealer authorized to import such weapons. Inti Ghana Police for also one asemo amochire ne say one kohwe no pump action guns na onipa ko no wo documentation so enya ade am fa na say bia elekem say bia mfomso bi na papa ne keke
For so then you're out now on my yehu. And say, enye din say, obema yehu a copy of documents. But I be a mammy so. Please document, please release no one sign is
I was just reading from the news report.
Well, because number one, that one is even questionable. And number two, you say you kind of very outrightly, without any fear or favor, say you hope he said that is not coming from the outfit of Tiwa Adodankwa, because we are winning the air cost in the
Menyasa, Eleka, Mensen Comonano pay.
Yes, Mamima, typical examples. One, the police must earn the trust and confidence of the public, of Minewo. Sisia Minewo Wahe, Yebisa Bifa police one. A dear response now, Obama, Alpha police no. A dear response now, Obama, any possible. Because any positive because of some precedent. Ubekai, Mamimo, just a minute of an analysis. Ubekai Ayawa so a Milshot Commission of Inquiry investigations now. Omuya investigations, Yebisa IGPC onim their operation history. Ubekai Azugu so the Ubekai from mosquito repellent. And I wouldn't the CID boss who ekafa kidnap girls no. It is a police service. All contradicting and I say exhibiting some level of unprofessionalism now. Say yen kasa ye bisa yon say anya bia di omu ba out ebeka crap no. You bet me di and I say yen jindi. Intenya say me pese me say common. I hope say ultima say anya say me pese me say common. But they already see a crap who said they only made mention of pump action guns. But they also kind from the same customs made mention of other weapons, which is shotgun, automatic pistols, anything. And what exactly is going on? We must be very concerned. And you say, "Bia young group, young professionals, na epese ye de keke, and I say epese man for who say yes yo there be." We are going into an election in a matter of less than 2 years from today. And is this someone preparing a ground for something untoward? There be say yet me boy who by said we must have a peaceful process. And not only that, say if the galam say yes fight I feel na obi importing guns at their command for Mahmoudi protect your Musaitana. What is the level of records on how these weapons go out? Because our main concern still remains so far as customs and out and because For so and in the first conversation now say a hunting guns no. We still have to hold that in high esteem. Say and see so there is contradiction coming from them. Now, as a professional body of the state, not a woofy say why a mistake. The best thing for you is to even issue a release and now hold a presser. Now I'm central for crop when we say, oh, and no question you can say, but you won't say a mistake until say any mistake. Then we rest assured. But just coming up with certain blanket statements, Sana, and we say a hedging, and yes, say moon central for crop or no. Moon further to know exactly what this is. Now, I'm saying arms dealership no, so we a legitimate arms dealer. And yeah, anka yen hu nipa chronograph where yen hu ni din because a legal business dealer dealing. Say who didn't need to jakra and ye bonny because if ya miss me pese me bomb hu ban. Na miss me to me call the any office no and any shop no. Na miss me koto pump action need the bomb hu ban here. And now see I only say we say armed robbery, any crime across road and there's high demand for all these weapons. But my refuse to say, yeah, all other countries, say, controlling gun in the hands of the citizens. Now, every moment, imported this level of guns. You need the quantity that has been imported, and no any bound into Bianca.
Okay, all right. Well, me sure something for it here on my same say, you know, be a day, and say, better at your mom. Yeah, that's Papa Elikaman of it.
But me said the back when say I praise the moon in central for so mube DH na yehu no cry at that assembly so that yengina will rest and feel at peace with each other.
Yeah, that's the Elikem. I mean, sure. Elikem Kotoko, General Secretary, my young professionals, and pay need 100 points. Na Ghana Montie soon was so go na mo comment in be that so hanum seeing me to be a trimina ya trust Aboagye and commodity being so there one crata and pay. But if you want to just listen and watch us on Facebook too, feel free to do that. With me, I share on Facebook, NEAT 1009 na just say OT now share NEAT 100.9 with me no one share. Now, to this one here from Kwesi, Sydney, Australia says, young women should be careful with foreigners and who entice them with money. I know a self-contained in Accra, which is housing about 30 of foreign nationals. Even a mother and a daughter both going out with these guys for travel to Nigeria, which is scary. A girl should follow their head, not money. Kwesi from Sydney, Australia. Boatin, Denmark says, okay, I don't know. She says want to ask that it's our laws that weak, or we the citizens who are weak in our own country, because if you see or hear the magnitude or level of corruption, such as Collins Dowda's Saglame housing project, Ativo's bus branding, and a whole lot of cases under the NDC regime led by incompetent former President John Mahama. And all these are going on unchecked. The same NDC members are moving freely and also making a lot of noise to waste our ears. That's Boatin from Denmark. And to one here from Kwejuedu Paco, President Concerned Patriot of Facebook says, Auchi region shall never forget you. Krachiura to President Kufuado. What the young man couldn't do, the old man is doing it better. Clearly, the old man is working too much. But don't forget to ask why any NDC member you interviewed this morning as to why they were incompetent, because it seems all impossibilities under GM are now possible under Nanado. Kwejuedu Paco, President Concerned Patriot of Facebook. Now, Chiefman Atonsu Kumasi says it's very unfortunate that these kidnapped girls have not been seen up till now. But I am very optimistic that the police CID will do their best to find out the whereabouts of the girls. Right. Mianto asuna yanjin 7 bin sun feed abon krata no mukweku yanko.
Blagwasi ya twaso anopei ede akọ yenimu a na daily guide ana yede twaso ede akọ yenim. Ne krata fa toso ensia ana mehwere ba beginayin. Ye Charles Techi Buadu anacho ede aba. Woye presidential correspondent na wochire mu a omampani abade chire ana wobo NIA4 abaso National Identification Authority wɔbɔ ma so pa se wɔn mo ɛbɔ adwuma na wɔkyerɛ mu a wɔkyerɛ sɛ Ghana card ya wɔn mo ɛtwetwe nkɔfo din ɛde mbɔ mo a yɛhyɛ ase bɛsɛ dapɛn mmienu 2 weeks yɛ ni no wotim sɛ dwumadi no ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ mu sɛ odi adanse sɛ nneɛma bi nhyɛ da ɛnkɔ yi ma sɛ bi okwa obedi light tenten so ansa na bia onsa kan card anaasɛ bibia ɛte saa na nso so no sɛ bi nam papa ne nam ɛde bia ya na abɔnwo no ɛbata ho enti Ghana for enya botre na bibia bɛkɔ kama pa what is answer when you to Jabra na wakasa ewo National Digital Roadmap conference ase ewo nkrapumpune mantemu enu day ana wo chechim se enti se okona se okoyo kana card na aya nyabotre enya bufu enya anutwa binimu etimi twoma no bia so dodo edin ase nema bia nkoyi a eye onua Ghana ni na atwere wudin na wo so ye Ghana ni na wo kwa kwatwere wudin enti abotre mfa nsanto nsa yem na ntoboase emra na obi antimi entwe ndi kama pa na bibia so enkoyi na wo kyerɛ mu a o chese say ye twe wodin emprempren ya sa amaw biometric card at once hwa no enya de etesi okwa micro agi wonum din ti say USA num ne United Kingdom so ne ade na wonom kra no wo munye bibi ete sa ada enti we ya de foforo kra ba be pim o Ghana obeka ne say Ghana egusu dane ne emania ne sa a ye kɔ yenim enti eye abotre ne wo mu say okɔ ba bi ti say USA CMO say national ID card anase national insurance security card any card sa na etete sa no wo mo nye ma advance wa ma wonsa nka age se di bre kakra ansa na wonsa ka card bi etete sa na so Ghana de hwempempe so ye do asesei we gina hoje wutwa o picture etwetwe odin wi ya na ye de o Ghana card no ahye wonsa no ye biometric card enti ya befo kwan so kura enti se bibia nkoyi a ntoboase na wo mu a so bia na adwe se wo kɔ na woni adwumayefo a wo NIA4 akwakoye adwuma bom na wakotwe odin abetena fiasomdwe mu a ogidi se ebe kama pa
yenko amana suna enkodi nkomo na ohwe ye Democrat Daily Graphic anima aye Reverend Emmanuel Gargia o General Secretary ma Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council ni foni da hanum se ne ekwa amana so na ye ne di nkomo Reverend da simu akwa baba ni TFM so
mejimo so
Reverend abakode
nyame adom.
Well, so okay, kind of Democrat Daily Graphic na security agencies for ebeshia and so the leadership no yen manya invitation bi I just say sadie be koso ene
yo me that me chaweti for nya so adie mpacho me din no Bariga yo adie enra
any graphic for so etiu
well your invitation from Ministry of National Security San Opay Yemra na yeni omumbeshia efasa jihadist threats na koso no enti nukre San Opay committee bisa.
Oh, okay. Police for national security and why no more this invitation by
Patrol invitation from Ministry of National Security.
Oh, okay. All right. Na minim se kokobo bi nso akọ bem say na o chefie mu kra san komo no ba beto dwa ahead of say bi amoba be shiom no ade a mo members no bambo te say
oh ade say ye tete sansem no ya shasie abo ya sorry manu koko so mo nya hwe yie afeso bambo nsem no mamu mfa no kwa obia embie na nintu ho se wo hu obi na se anase ni ye bi ekoso onim se eye stranger kan ho na ebo ade abambo fo ho amane anase wanso ye bibi fa ho afeso ya katre ye sorry no se omo befi up omo security internal security no omo nhwe na omo befi ne up afeso ya katre omo se be ya anka omo to sta enfre security personnel security experts no na anka omo be training omo security people no in such issues se bibisa esia se ni omo betumi adi huduma afa ya shasi yes ani omana sana ye kosanshi.
Oh, okay. All right. Inti munim say at least o ma share to two ya anamo minim say bia ebeto dwai saying sa kokoboy fi African Center for Security and Intelligence Studies wo mo de beto dwai a mo sima ka che members si yade ehu abo amanfo di hu abehwe mu senate
oh ade ehu die sa de nipa inti hu de beba but yenka sene be ya ebebo amanfo ne hu but ye ka sene be ya hweyi so sene be ya sani o manu bi entu ye inti yenka sene be ya nipa be bohu but ye ka sene be ya hweyi
mo koyi minim say bia letter ne ba na kire mo enkomo no say bia threat ya na saying terrorism ana bibi potin na dia na mo ankosa mu kura mo de akọ
one start na koso no ho ena maka say adi say kwa ye be tin yo be tin yo be kan ye tin yo be kan na adria yes you offer him yes you the better.
Okay but you mean musa sa ade we yo insodi bi to say bi am fan say Bishop Daniel Obi nim Reverend Obofo omo ye members
but den omo nye
oh okay because minim say insodi say woman so amanfo dom ko papa enti eniama bi say na say ba be koso e say woman so bambo no mutimi yiri wom omo yiri mu pa
okay so abambo na asem de your man bia na hye say o say ye nyira wo kwaso rio wo ye muslim wo ye din o say nyira ye ahwe yi because ade violence there enim say wo ye Christoni of course say obi ko bibi e wa so dem a onim say bia omo hye mo nyira e ya Christopher but they bet me a spill over akoka obi so a no on castle no bi kura enti o say ye nyira amanfo nyira ye nyira ye ahwe yi o say nyira ye ni da ye ho so na se hwese bibi e koso enye normal ye ntem na ye report
wa monkwe na me sure say Reverend Echire no mukodi nkomo a ne be pie fi meba ne beba na eni die mu asamba gibi efi honum si right. Reverend Emmanuel Barga, a General Secretary of Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council on a Fay 100.9. Ghana Montie Sunu Wasiogwe in Common be a year in study any Cocoboa, Eddie Aman study the various mocks a war a year Ghana Hanum say Masala Chino Yenshe a Bimbo Home and some Africa Center for Security and Intelligence Studies Mikai a Babato Jabe now to me no yedi hun komwa security agencies no CCR Ministry of National Security, Umu Asia.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie. All the Samba Cassia Coacata Monsa, Amaya Kwesi Aboagye, Onye Imu, Nucretrodo, Kamagini Bo. Kwesi Aboagye 100.9. Kwesi Bonkwe.
Comment be Abdul Rahman Bako Old Barrier says it's becoming an emotional brood as numerous Ghanaians are wondering why Special Prosecutor Honorable Martin Ben Kaiser Alamisi Amidu is silenced for 2 solid years of his appointment, and it's becoming increasingly disappointing to hear Martin Amidu's recent comment about lack of funds. Excuses given to his inability to commence work, and we hope and pray this should not be prerequisite excuses to disappoint and fail Ghanaians, because he has no reason to do so. That's Abdul Rahman Bako Old Barrier. And to one here that says, hey, Nanado, alias King Promise. So you're still at OT giving a lot of promises. When promises like $1 million for one constituency, one district, one factory, and others have not been fulfilled, and you are still giving promises again. I think he doesn't learn from his past, and whether he likes it or not, he and his elephant will go back to the bush in 2020. Mesha Kasante from Aboso Kain to this one. Bobby Big Boss Teacher Montie says, I will commend His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo I will commend him for providing logistics to help in the activities of the OT region. For the free SHS, it has come to stay, regardless of NDC saboteurs who criticize its implementation. Bobby Big Boss, Teacher Montie. Amisco Spelele from Kaswa says, free SHS has come to stay, so all students should please listen to President Akufo-Addo's advice by passing their WASI to shame free SHS critics. Yanom. On the Ghana card registration, I will plead with the authorities of NIA to speed up their game to rectify the problem facing the registration. That's Amisco Spelele from Kaswa. Potofi from Insoem says, President Anado is today paying 1 million Ghana cedis, that is 1 billion old cedis for 3 minutes video. Was the video taken on Pluto, Jupiter or Moon? The anti-corruption campaigners, media, social commentators, and all are all quiet on this because it didn't happen under NDC. Hey, Mother Ghana, God save us come 2020. Potofi from Insawem. Mukaila Jonas Adiya Keri says, if the people of Nima and Mamobi aren't ready for the Villaggio project, we the people of Keri need it badly. Even if we will sleep under the slum till the project is completed, we don't have any problem. But, President Akufo-Addo is really doing well by thinking for the well-being of the next generation. That's Mukala Jonas Adiya Keri with that. Need 100 points. Now, Ghana Montie Suno Asiogwe. Yada so ajin komono binsu from the Debon Krater no man pay and ne ya wo me ni da tosu dunsia. Yempianku enim ne hwe Debon Krater no ensam no bi ewom.
Yo, abusafo katafa dunso ewo daily graphic the Debon Krater mu ni. Na kanidwam tani de ma electoral commission adwumako no. Dr. Kwadwo Aferijan. Na papa yi na wakasa ade atu edwa ese. Se iwo bisi woko observe woko hwe abato eso ana se yade sobo bo electoral commission adwumako se wo mu awie mu ne sa de mani nyina no on de woka nyina ne se enokre no eda dabi ebepie abanyofo asori eda bia o matwoma no de si electoral commission so de yebeto ama no obewi ni no electoral commission ayi na adwuma yie de obelu su bia si electoral commission awiem na wasi wono de opeso waka nyina ne se saa da bia sobo obo ya na electoral commission awi abanim de ama obi wasi political parties no excuse wo mo de me ma financiers na o mo share o mo bo amogigi o mo hoska no se o mo wo financiers finance o mo enti so o mo koye no mo antimi awini afei na atu wo mo ne akeka na we wie mu na yini kura meduru ya nchan na we so ne kwam we kan bi ma ne broso saa na o mo toto ayampia enti da bia na o mo de sobo no hye isi when timi antoto niam ye na ulu si election a wonfa ma me sha electoral commission uru Kwadwo Aferijan na ka ne seye no wo se chekura britia bi mu abanyofo mo to bedadi ama monim agu ase ama nipa nyina hunu sade musu ene mo ban ti ada bia mudidi bro edigu electoral commission for eso
daily guide katafe to so enso Melvin Talu anacho ede aba an woba man yese oswafo hwe enwuma ne adansie nsem so ononyamfo Samuel Atachia enna dai kopie mu ewo meet the press adwumadie enam so asoye hwe information so wono mo ehyehyeye ase na ne kasaye mu anode tudwa se aban no de hyehyeye a obefa so enemo de egu fom a obefa so ede asi dan mpima hanu ne aduonum 250,000 housing unit no kon befa so obesie no aban de ho hyehyeye nyina tudwa a ogusu enam so na da no obesi enti se ode afi bi esi wo se ode si 250,000 housing unit ne dia na chese emfie nwotwe ede obetimi asi 2 million housing unit na se edan be busu pa ama obi anya baabi ediniti ato wo chese wo san hyehyeye mu no ewo musa ban no ede kakakra wo sa housing unit no dan no nsisi ho edan sisi no ho nanso so no ɛden a aban no hyehyɛ ya wɔde abegu fam ɛne sɛ de wodi ne dwuma fa no sɛ ne suade hu no betumi abam kura ma na bɛsen akɔ na we no ɔnam PPP so ana be de sɛ dwumade na no yɛ public private partnership ana obefa so de sɛ adwuma no enti ɔmanfo nka mko atum yam ana wɔno mu a esusu sɛ aban no edna no hu na ɛdɔ nwere ebi nwo no no ɛnya no kreda wɔsisu dua sɛ senete biara aban no yɛ hyehyɛ sɛ ne bɛyɛ dan na opese wosisie no obetime sini nyina ne duduo mu na Ghana fo so anya bi ahenhan ne boɔ fufufu mu na wetime nya baabi di wɔn ti ato daily guide
yo na abusafo yɛ to amuso no na yɛde yɛni ɛkyerɛ daily graphic da wo kata yi ɛyɛ katafa edu ya na wɔde amanefo aba sɛsɛsɛ deɛ ɛko ya Ghana ɛfɛ to ne ho sɛ yɛko ɛde atia smogre a yɛyɛ no petro ɛne ne ho ɛboro yɛ ɛho no sɛsɛ kabea yɛ sɛ anamontuo no ayɛ papa ya aboa na de ti obo ka ne sɛsɛ yi afi mu sɛ obi ani ho a watimi asmogre petro na sɛ ne ho bibi petro na
Neat FM nio
baby ɛsɛ wɔde afa nkontra sɛ ɛkɔ akɔtɔn enti sɛ deɛ nso sɛ yɛ mpanifo de egu afa so ɛwɔ saa yɔ no ho no ɛtimi ɛkɔ so
Neat 100.9 Ghana Montie dwumadi esi no aso egoi na unsɛm no bi akan na micro no crowd of nti we o say me see now microphone was off
saa
nti nsɛm no bi wa ya said anti but me ba
Frichi freche framre fete freche mu fentemfrem. E frechiri fredom say omantie amansentie Ghana Montie wo need.
Yanko amano so na yeni na no bribu ahin we Deputy General Secretary Man New Patriotic Party page 17 of Daily Graphic. I said that time will expose lies of politicians about EC. Entropa politician manyofuoi wamu etwafa Electoral Commission hono na Dr. Farija enkan opinion no da Electoral Commission no say emre epe ebe yi omu nyina moto na yankwe nana yemo akwa baba ni tfm so
ya mejo so
nana pomu
onyame adawo ma
na semwa Dr. Farija dey to dwe time will expose lies of politicians about EC ojini say nana
mesre Oda Dr. Farija na kan ya and obi na issue din Dr. Farija Ojo Farija of Ayimo Brekuma Ayimo
Empacho tie the former chairman of the Electoral Commission Dr. Kwejo Afarijan has observed that and quote unquote with time the lies being peddled about the Electoral Commission EC by various political parties will be exposed, end of quote.
He has no moral or legal right to be talking about this. Kwejo Afarijan, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? A former university lecturer being economical with the truth. One, when starting saying, the TA kakra no kasa amanyo samfo no the toaba the kohubinum na ba diska obeho. Nti be to amba no wie ni sika no so ba di awie no ne be hyeda be ka bibibi a kire be kitafo no say na say ni say come on, you should give us a break. Look, when I meet him, but for the young Nakasa and many ye and I'm here. Let's go back to 2012. As a lawyer, speaking as a lawyer, 2012, 2013, after the 2012 elections, the New Patriotic Party, no, and another Danko Kufado, Mahmoud Baumia, Jacob Otanka Besibilamti, Eko Saman John Dramani Mahama, and Electoral Commission. NDC motion ever joining. Now, we share petitioners now. One petition now. Serious electoral irregularities and malpractices. Serious one. So serious, they go to the root of the elections. And every irregularities. And this election was presided by Dr. Kwejo Afarijan. And now I'm pleading, now no asem no nko akeke. Dr. Farija mounted the box. Cross-examination, lawyer Addison. He exposed Dr. Farajama who say, Tressa, Ananias and Sapphira of the contemporary times, I Dr. Farajama. The Ananias and Sapphira of the contemporary times. A point in time, Dr. Farajama was in the box, can say, Omukwa Bruchi, or mom register about 100,000. The court no adjourn matter no. Let's not offer buy no, and no crowd 1,000. And he's talking about who Dr. Farajama will no all pontificate politicians and no kweka for. Dr. Farajama wait. Now me yet. Or the no one one way you do go back and look at the views of the judges. With permission from you and listeners. Oko fight as a Satuguba. That's a Satuguba Kasapa on administrative justice procedural irregularities. The next judge, Okasa Justice Ansa. As for Justice Ansa, I know the only judge I don't know. By any year cap preba. By any year cap preba about one. Why not all her so? This issue of STL by year, na STL for year, you be na electoral commissioner, electoral, you mean I saw about the name, Dr. Fadigan. Any power from? Any power from? Pinches. I think it was Badagbe. Is it Badagbe or Dinera? Okay, Dr. Fadigan is a pinch sheet in Krana. Baby, I don't know him. Funny payo, Sapany yo, Saforman lecturer yo, Saforman YCO, or no, or some more bit of boy among some folk. Oh, no, Nim, Nana Juma. Name Miss Ayana Juma, why was Osha Batwaso? Now, I crack off up your pinches abba. Never my corporate pinches extra. Na, and no extra no. Unimba be a yedi free. A year then a buyer. When Timmy no, Ama Yentimi Ante Asia. Look, then the next one, Ufi Justice Ansan, Ayadinira. Adinira Krano, or no, or this may say petitioners and petition no crano. Another police irregularities in Anya Casibiano. Or no crime she complained in herself, a ruling, or can want some takra about the conduct of the EC officials. I don't know. But even Adinira thought about managing the electoral process requires, let the quote, Adinira, JSC. Managing the electoral process requires technical knowledge of electoral issues and competent delivery of the process. Unquote, Adinira. Unquote, Adinira. After the sir, ruling now judges in the Monkanye. Now, that is Adinira also talked about transparency. And this is what she said. If I borrow her words, transparency is a core element that involves openness at all stages of election organization, which must include access to relevant information on timely basis, a readiness to provide justification for decisions, and a frank admission and swift correction of any mistakes or oversights, so as to inspire confidence and credibility in the system in the mind of stakeholders. Unquote, Adinira. Justice Afarijan. Justice Afarijan. Dr. Kwaja Afarijan. Minyoya. Only what here for Munya Dajika Krebi Mam. Mura wakofa na huamba. Dr. Afarijan wakofa na huamba. Na, say, Yaman Huni smoothness level. Now the next judge, and also Okasa, quickly, I'm sorry I'm wasting your time, but Miss Row, near T4, Mupin Yentino Fremno. The next one, Osu. Osu JSC. And I retirement. Rose. And Rose also took the pace of Adage to me particularize irregularities and then the number of votes. And you don't have irregularities, and then mere irregularities. And also said this, that the statutory violations and irregularities and all more practices described under grounds 1, 2, and 2A therein, which were apparent on the face of the declaration forms. Across the whole country, had the direct effect of introducing into the aggregate of valid votes recorded in the polling stations across the country a whooping figure 4,670,504. This is votes. Or particularized instances. And then your course, Mpacho Minye, Dr. Fadigan, Muna Yanamujano. Asamna okay, and the Babo Ben Semuno. I only buy only be anti Bemis and also row Ben our player because 2012 elections and I had to announce results about 2013. You who say, I didn't call you, be a miss up. The next one you do check JSC. And the check JSC, Arman ruling no, he referred to John Adams of the United States of America in 1996. In 1776, a statement made by John. So the chair also, he complained, means summarizing, I don't know. The chair also complained, sir, and also particularizing it, say, Oushunuano. And so, mean to make up, I mean, summarizing. Now, so, mean Samumre, ne, judges and on Kononina, woman in Agitum, Sadian Koye. Woman in Agitum say, I don't know, Ankoye, woman Shashi, woman Fancy Kamuna, Amubosi. Now, him, Baba to a ban, cracker, Kama to a ban. And now, Omayan said, Omubekiriti constituencies. Now, Mount Focus at the Beardry, Tamana Junior Pretty constituencies at the Hagen Hadiade. Former President Kofobe Kirby. What in the Dr. Kajan for a response? I think you will not mind rabble rasses. The last day he was rabble rassing. He was rabble rassing. I know that you will not mind rabble rasses. Former President Kofobe Kirby, no. I know he will not mind rabble rasses. He rather was rabble rassing the last day, no. Now, Ghana for any politicians, then, I mean, so, Kohe, I mean, Maniko too. But as a year, Nayachinti, so yes, I'm open to moi. And also, Mekan de Bripa, na Ani Yabua, Eka, some Fakasiano. Yamina, now so be the two among the same for so that to a ban, let the complaining. Now, they be a Dr. Farijai.
Na unim nana unim asemba kwa Dr. Farijan crowd to dra was our workshop here so see mu amanyo for politicians yi osi mu politicians ya to abana say mu lose badly mu din kugu a chese bi ni hokra nyamo ya ne say necessarily you must find excuses to hide behind their defeat.
He is not an honest academician.
Was see wakwa abato na we lose no politician no Kinchia, what is it? Obefa kwan bi so akase.
Quote me and quote me well. He's not an honest academician. Quote me and quote me well. Dr. Kwajo Afaridan is not an honest academician. Well, you Shubanadi. Because some me catch the winning Ghana I share bank of presidential elections or home contest or quarters. But I am and I will pay and then come in here for any daddy and I share. And I also boy. And Camille, any abuano, Camisana Baba for Boniso. But the news said, Dano, what the Dana Mamen Coin, and Tinona may bomb and sending out of Fatofano. So, Obi betu Ghana fofo, Obi betu Amanyo sem fofo. Say, mu Lusuaba, Mukasa complaining Bebra. Then for the because on any Suban Kahumbi. Sanya Nado, Naka, look, the Supreme Court, I can the minimum one yard. That is a hallmark of honesty, a hallmark of statesmanship. All right, men and I Supreme Court in Nagin, and so me get to much it for more Biancasa. Now, so all I said, that's what number 2 years, now on your some forum, then Tias anybody did that. And can MPP in another carton 13 or more Supreme Court Casaviano, no MTC Kruma.
But say I'm senior Osika because Nana Oti we need Diamanyo Simi. La Ben Pa ni akwa batu mu ebia. Ayi amanyo ko bi elusu no abo electoral commission abaso pa say oh why are there why.
You see, in law, we will tell you sir. The lawyers will tell you sir, when you have mere irregularities, mere procedural irregularities, sir. Now, and factor is also no. substantially. And no, they are fan cancer. But the irregularities, are so much so that they go to the root of the matter and then they are the custom. Let me take 1992. The MPP wrote stolen verdict. They wrote a stolen verdict. I never that. The Home book. 1996, the MPP wrote both verdict. I never that. In 2000, President Rollins and Chirobukubia, he congratulated the MPP. 2008, President Kofo and Chirobukubia and Franco Court, he congratulated President North. So, the irregularities, say, and yet the prayer, and yes, a Janukro be a didiami, crack, abroso, ultimately say, my mea brosopa. And then people complain. But the extent of the irregularities. So, irregularities whereby young who be done. I got for done open so. No, I'm sorry. So, Supreme Court, 30 minutes, say, a Supreme Court, a pinch it, company ban a year for card or the minimum. None what yet. I'm sorry. No, I said, as if he's giving us tutorials on politics. As if we are taking tutorials for him. As to what we must do and what we must not do. Certainly not a character like Dr. Kojo for the time. I am saying certainly not a character.
He's been in charge of the EC before. He
didn't work well. He didn't work well. Look, let us talk about the 2016 NDP one. But I guess I used to know Juma. Okay, listen, and I was in a Juma year. Now, then another one. I'm saying, sir. 1 year na juma ya nka margin no kura be kakraka. The fact that the EC Charlotte declared Nanado as the winner in Trese, Charlotte say ya juma ni ye, and I will continue to harp on that point, Eti set the achievements that Charlotte say the main tutorials on politics. What losing candidates, losing parties should do. Kojo for the jam the main tutorials. What losing candidates, losing parties should do or not to do. Certainly, they should go and send that sign to the Marines.
Okay.
Don't go kind of teach, don't find.
Okay, all right. Nana, answer now, Beko, said, ye Bako Babeto and sa report, said, May 13, Omu release, meaning said, May 13, and 16, so, meaning say, be when you be Economist Intelligence Unit. EIU na minim sesa ejmakoi brano ya na wo mu release reporter fire manyo sem ho ne account na the latest one na wo yi aba no wo mo kire se Ghana nke to aba enne 2020 ye kwa aba to mu a MPP ne na Kufuado wo mo ne wo mu bedi enkunim
media me ma kan se anono ma mitimi nyam kunu. I'm not mammy. So how some of us are aggressively working for the MPP. Look, me kratano all a bedi bemo and a bedding kunima. Minka say me Hosana Yario. That is not Obribwa. Maybe I mean my come say MPP any man a Ghana for us and contract. Contract say Shamano so fie nine. O ya ade a ye de nan de kan ho. Wa nya ade a ye besi ufam. Nti nyam ye krata no be kire. Sa krata no ka sa MPP nya ade a ure yo. Krata no ka sa MPP mo ya ade a. Me na media me nka sa mitim yankune. Me na me me fa no say. Bunu ni bi okọ driving license. Da bi asa ade me ka no. Na bunu ni ko ye no. Da bi sa no say o da wa driving license all ah. Ora se waka ka na ko dru ba bia traffic light wo no na se eso kokko a kire se ora eso kokko a kire se gina ho ora na se eso amba so na amba no minimo o chese ora te se akoko se ora akoko sa de no chese anoma get set just onoma shiro na anoma get set but na eso ahamunu gini e ora eso ahamunu a kire se dimja so for me obribo he no me de mi jani mi di ni dimija ekoso kokwa megina eso amba na ye ready say meko but whether economic business whether whether we maybe I'm not your honor shot. Maybe I'm not hot. Banka, Emma meeting Yamada. The banka, Emma Miller so ho. Media, me a bruni come, I'm the Marusa also green. Me Johnny Meady. Mamma da better men kwasha batoso Jema. Sena numera ye call Jema. Ye kwasha baton. What I'm supposed to do for the MPP to be in power after 2020 is what Obribwa here I'm after. Men tiebia, me fibia, me nyo be me kono se bika transfer. We dey you say afutu I'll take it. And media say aba one can I'm not those commentators now. Okay, oh man can Hosanna, that is not Obribwa. I don't behave like that. But media me abuni me copper driving license. I shall cost radio, man, who cost radio green. It's better all the unim ship crowd, the Jaco. With the medium Jaco. That is all. With the medium Jaco.
Okay. All right.
That is all.
Wow.
And from publication, you are wrong. And then your MPP says publication, you are correct. Yanka, Hosanna, made me inti ho, me see ho. I shall green, Wamabrabum, me Dimi Jaco, the enemy Dico. After 2020 MPP, when then I can say, adjust my year in your castle and my year.
Okay. All right. Nana, that's an opinion. I mean, sure, Papa.
Yo.
Nana Obribwa, a Deputy General Secretary for the New Patriotic Party, need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Suno. So let me just read some of the news report about Economist Intelligence Unit. So EIU predicts 2020 victory for Akufo-Addo. The Economist Intelligence Unit has predicted re-election victory for the governing New Patriotic Party (NPP) in 2020. EIU said in a report on Ghana released recently that Nana Akufo-Addo, the president, and his NPP will see the country's economic situation generally improve during the remainder of the terms of office. In the presidential election, it says Akufo-Addo will face a challenge from John Mahama, Ghana's president from 2012 to early 2017, who was elected leader of the opposition NDC in February 2019. The report released on May 13, 2019 stated further that the 2016 legislative election was won by the NPP and the campaign was dominated by the faltering economy, which many Ghanaians still associate with Mr. Mahama. Accordingly, the Economist Intelligence Unit believes that it will be difficult for the NDC under Mr. Mahama to portray itself as a better custodian of Ghana's economy, especially as the country's growth outlook is fairly strong. The think tank therefore said they expect Mr. Akufo-Addo and the NPP to secure re-election in 2020. They, however, noted that if the NDC can present a coherent opposition and hold the NPP to account on unfulfilled campaign promises, particularly on job creation and industrialization, where progress has been generally slow and success patchy, the election could be closely contested. Enti ba ko eno so ababeto dwa ye bomumo no FIA Economist Intelligence Unit. Na sa think tank e brano ye omo the report ababeto dwa. Our latest report to me ababeto dwa May 13, 2019. And omo kire se ye to abano 2020 a. Omo hwehwem no se ne nyama si ko no. Amanyeko MPP Nana Akufo-Addo betimi edi nkonim. Na emmom biomo na emmom se NDC ni omanpanyin Mahama etimi to emeto amanfo asum se promises bosha ebia MPP ni Nana-Addo omo share ya wo mutimi enni so no ene si okay ye ba be turning the country into an industrial country ni ye ka ho no. Sanya mani nyina no so mutimi ton yie na se to amanfo trimu dia abato ne mu be din pa ma Nana-Addo ne eye MPP but so mutimi ankom nsem ya NDC for na ene ye ken Omampeni Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ebesanji edwano biom 2020.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro Kofi Man homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM.
Utie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM.
Efiewura, me mwachi o Efiewura.
Yes on.
Machi o Efiewura. Efiewura mechia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba enfase sechia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey,
Oh, wafi, we die me mpesa oni Efiewura bekon. Efiewura we die ye kwa sori abo.
Ewura de. Mo kwa sori.
Ye pompaye.
Ewura de ka soro hwa. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuohie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na Efiewura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mese na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiewura ye wi a yakosere body pate. Ke Efiewura, wuti fia se light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi. Wo se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Ta hwe me catch no play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate.
Yeah, Efiewura, we nkwa de ma abunfu.
Efiewura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Englishman say tetele. Ya don't go. That is a still wa ferro to so kakra kra.
Me de jam me radio.
I say ya. Na you see all students association. Then say moko headmaster fee.
Sure, me see ahoya ni je no. Say headmaster akwa retirement o.
Headmaster kwa retirement.
Ani.
On say on wanyini.
Enti ye ne man koto party man no. Na wonim, said the special drinks esi flow as ye.
Say the special drinks na die bibia o.
Na say
ji ni bibia o.
Na we can say ade he special apple nie, special cola, special orange, special ginger obi bola num.
Ubu special range of products and all my drum kon.
Na say ye benya dan mo ha idie.
Oh, we be se fridge. Na say we special ice company. Ye nim na bia ye nso ka na ahwere nim anajo. Mo enti the soft drinks ni nyina ye so refreshing.
Tetele nso ko pedudro kofie. Ni de bia na obesra no mo.
Oh, what's wrong? Yes, I crowd okuta pick up. Hi, we buy for supermarket na kolodi. Unim fresh special ice company. Quantity of bia obenya 0233 009041 and then 0302 772 807.
Special drinks.
Natural taste of goodness.
Nkratoe Food and Drugs Authority agye atum.
Utie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Oh, there's some
Bo.
Kasia bo. Go akata wonsa. Amaya se. Kwesi Aboagye.
Onye yimu. Nukretrodo. Kamagine men kamagine bo.
Nitafe.
Mama yentie. Kwesi Aboagye 100.9.
Kwesi bonkwe.
NEAT 100.9 Ghana Montie dwumadi sunu asogwe akasema be dunsia na nonkono abo anope na mame mfa ye mo comment ne bi enso emfa ntwem ne enko yenim ewo ye dwumadi no so Wodoy from Tema says the man Akufo-Addo is a blessing to the people of Ghana and God sent. Let's support him at the end of our 8 years. Ghana will be better place to live. That's one from Wodoy in Tema. Eben from Kwabenya Welder Junction says, I continue to say this every time. If you send Montie to do bets, you get different results. We voted mediocrity over competence. If not incompetent, then what is it? Once again, the depreciated President Akufo-Addo had been misled by his appointees for saying those who are writing the WASI to do well to shame the critics of the free SHS. That's Beneza from Kwabenya. And to teach a constitution, Wiamwasi says, may God richly bless Nana Addo and his NPP government. We should all come together as Ghanaians and help Nana Addo and his NPP government to succeed. we should allow the NDC to be in opposition forever because they have nothing good to offer Ghanaians. That's one from Teacher Constitution, Riamwasi. Ras Congo says, the guy just came to give the details of the first interview about the imported guns. Let's have peace of mind this morning. Ras, Abutre. Now, to say Obama in Pokrasi says, my view on the Sagleme housing project and the alleged gargantuan corruption therein by the SY NDC government is that the Ministry of Interior should consider expanding the Nsawam medium prison because I just can't fathom how a contract of 5,000 housing units can be reviewed to 2,500 at the same cost. We shot people for less in this country. Say Obama from Pokuasi. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedia soon was over. Young Queen and Yantua Jumedia so and a pay na Wagu
Bragas
Remwe
Bragas here me twaso. Na daily guide ana me de twaso Kwesi. Ase ha no na asemi go Nigeria mamu na asemi na si. Na ene se Bragas say Ramadan adu man for your fasting. Na say nipa be say aduotwe 80 wo mo de Ramadan wo mu hu kura di o mu didi wo mu hwibo wo mu sam kwan hwe niema papa na wo mu yesie na eno ana posifo a wono mo sam potemo Nigeria mam ho Kano estate wono mo akwakoso mu nyina apachi edo makoja amra no se na ade na ye Ramadan na mu didi saa amanfo didi dudo ana nkofo na ya achom no kyem so enye bone ebinim afie ebinim yale na se na yare ne nsaso te no wo ma anidi ebi betwitwa ahwe ana ebinim so kyerɛ se Ramadan no be hyase sa abosumi bi pie ansa omu hu bosumi na no ma hyase no mo mu hu bosumi no ebinim hu ahyase de nanso omu mu fam no de bosumi no mpie ho erunti na wonu mu didi se didi tro no etinye so ma hyeda nanso so aposifo nsi ye ntwasomti ombe ko so ada PlayStation honum na fi omahu dia omde beye won
na katafadu nso Ghanaian Times the Obokrat mu na wobo amane se Ghana National Fire Service odum gya adwuma no wo moyi wo modwuma yefo free January bosome edi besi April entam no enipa wo mo ayi wo modie nko a eye enipa nwotwe na de wo mo etu saa na mo ne se wo mo si wo mo ewo emra ya ebo wo madwuma ho ebra na nipa ni bi ya eye mema a wo mo junior ranks no bebre wo ho no mo a wo mo ye recruitment fraud ya no kwan ya bia wo mfa so wo mo fa nkofo ewo dum gya adwuma no wo mo ye bukata wo ene ya si impersonation ebi nso ebro fire service ni a wabro wo kodum gya wo kofem fam na eja ne ehye wo nkofo fie na ebi nso so leave wa wo mu course bia wo mu kwa ahomeje wo mu so am report on duty na maako edu ebi nso so wie a wo mu niema ti se bia Valentine butu a wodum judgment fo de hyehye wo mu na ho kokodum ja na obi awia wo mu niema na ebi mu awia koton ena wo mu hwehwe mu na wo mu hu ye na wo mayi saa nipa enwotwe no adi na bio na wo mu se nya yidie nkwa na wo mu ye Divisional Officer Grade 2 DO2 no Ellis Oko Robinson and the atudwa say wo mu bo obi no so abaso wo mu adwuma so ani wo mu ku mo ho eye adwuma yie na emra ye bo dum gya adwuma no ho ban no wo mu hwe eye ne yie no saafo no so wo mu abo mu abaso ato ebinom so eposum
Daybreak asem odi aba okatafe to so enso ene say National Disaster Management Organization I 20 offense NADMO onomo etro nkrata wotema na ze nkraba omnkrabata wotema no tro nkrata kama edi koma adwumakuo makomakwadu no 20 companies se enye bone bi ompa magana yi na ensuo no so na etuei osusuo na etuei omo ebe wiade ene mebe se so sei gote musisu babesi ana ensuo ebe yira fa so beba na NADMO de se ensuo be yira fa no na na tete na homete enti ni watcho sankrate de akoma sa companies ye du no 20 companies say betumi a wono momwa womo de omadwuma no mbeto magu Montie so akote gotasimu akoyi bora free kwan so enti no kakra say nyumaku o matwo nkata akoma ho so betumi aboa na wono betumi aye adwuma no ama na timeja ne naso no womo so famwa say sika fam say in kind say bucket no ne ade womo betumi de aba mattress no ne ade womo betumi de aba de abebo adwumadi na ma bibia so timi akoyi na za company si o matwotwo mu ebi to wonom ka ho bi na say tema wayere refinery wonom ka ho bi Ghana Port and Harbour Authority wonom ka ho bi Ghana Shippers Authority wonom ka ho bi za company si nyina na bofo atworo mu krata so mo fa sika meboa sika so ni ho a do mbetumi emonom ni ade si kire mu ni ade nyina ombetumi de aba tofo mama no so o maso no bo om se ne he ommoa omam fiti o man kan lete ne kura nhwem kura de ewum ombu afu pa obinim de ntia company zetisa ombu afu ana nadbos say enso be ya fa ene yekwati gotes mumwa ene ade muso no bo ye ene ensi we and daybreak so de aba si enkenkan ene ya bom magana fo ati bi
yo ya da se na amsafo ya to amoso kratafadun nso ewo daily graphic mu ena enra Ghana ba panyini ene Rebecca Foundation wom tutu anamon ekopie ye kolebu aban aya sabia ye children's health honomo children's department ho na wom koduru ye no na asemboko afi 2017 no mu na anhoba ko edema kolebu aya sabia ne sanse wom to ne nkrasa maame enkwada ye bawu wom wa ha no dodo no afiri mu incubators no mienu toda na ba ko asenti we di lie obi wo ho enu ne so na ne ba afiri mu enkwara ni bi wo so ebe wo mu awoye ho na yare wo ne ho ye sese nka ye di mfidie hwe no obi wo so ebe wo no na onhome enti home ne nyane ye wa afidie wo ho no mu a ebetimi ama akwada no aye home ama no na a doctor fo di aduro ama no akosi se na homa no ebe responded to enuro no ansa na o ma ye afidie ne sa de mani nyina o mu hia bi enti ya na ha adwintu aye ba tan de Rebecca Foundation fomfa nkwa adwindwi mu na no ono susu de ose ye oyo a wo mu boabo mu ho eni ahead ya hemre wo mu akosi pediatric intensive care unit wo kolebu na enura na wo mu ko bia no na wo mu de ahye ayasabia ne mpanyumfo nsa so wo mu de beje enkwada enketwa enkwa enti wo kokotwa ahoma mu na no humfoni no de aba abeto hanom adwumadi ahodro ya ewo mu apomodiri mu adwumayefo ya wo mu na ebehwe nkwada no wo ma homeje bia wo mu bedware de wo mu pese wo mu eda kakra wo mu etimi eda ni nyina bi ewo mu ye mfidie no so eye mfidie a etiase ye adwuma kama nti enum amanebo ya daily graphic edi abakatafa edunso eno
ya twazo de break mu a enso nsem na odi aba no ranking member a ono aka defense and interior committee no hu ayowura James Agaga wo kire se ma me ya tiwa adodankwa wadi ne ho ya pa na nsensem odi betu dwafa nkode ya atakrade ya chomwasie mretintin a ye hu ana CID boss de betu dwa ana wo kire mu se nkwara de onimom hear about onim be bia nkwara ne wo enti awofo ne nkoma ntom yem se na tibi odi nkwara ne beba they will reunite so be kan nkwara ne na awofo abom ama bibia ye kama eti asumdwe emra boko sansem yoko kan eyi eno ho ano se twa U10 se ubaka eyi U10 esa be kan se nkwara na oka se wonim bebi omwo no se bi no wo kan sa keke se ne be ya awofo no benya akomatoyem wonom da ombeda na bibia ye boko de amabusuafo ntin de betudwa eno no wura James Agaga se wa hwe se posi adwuma konjumadie eyete se osona nka ma me yetiwa ameso ate amana ye se atetia ba kete wachi posi adwuma konjumadie so kura wama sebi obu a enkrofo wo edema posi adwuma kunu eso ate se ketia enhye no nyam kura sebi CID boss pa na sebi utimi gina baby kan asem saa keke na fi sabi yo hu anu saa keke ma chese Ghana for yemfa wo sen ene ani braba pa a wo chese ensese obi a o di brete saa asem bi ete saa posi dwumakuo mo na mo ye nhwehwemu mo na mo toto niema mo na mo boban na mo to ban enti se koba ne saa na mo ubegyina bonten ka asem bi saa keka na kamia ye se ase wonim de wo ye ase wonim bebia wo de ade to sesi asem wa bekan ebe ma wo fon mom kumatu mo sesi se muhu mofra no kra no a se muhu mofra no kra no a enya de a ubetimi aka ma o magye atum bio se mo saa de betu dwasem hu kola no kra enya de a wo mbegye di sanse won sem bi ade betu abonten de di kan no enhye da enhye no nyam saa enti ye de owura James Agaga kire se CID boss sebi no kwasem ni boss adwumako no wate wo ma hoden so wate won mu bu so enti won samra biu awode hu nsem atodwa ewode break emu na ye toa so ewode chronicle braso sem de obokrata no mu nsusu a enu so wode aba na krata fa etoso emiensa na ye Francis Owusu ansa anacho edi free doma edi abam na bono mantem swafo eye wowura yere Evelyn ama kumi Richardson wono no wo kasei ana wo chese nipa bonofo sama asori wo man Ghana ade achi achi obi ba ade achi amro besnie ade achi obi akopa obi eni so siwagede mabrabo a ekoso cycle ne ntwa so ahodo ene nika na hye na ketekete sapia ene ne sangu wo ye da ko bedo mo afere mo akwa business sesu bambone ekoso nyina da ewo man Ghana mu no enya hwe se enkrofo bi efifiri won mo mamu abeta wo mamu no mfo akuntu ase na ba ye omkrata asem nyina om naso abegu ha cho se nwanse na se besi biribi hu enno entina se bone no ekoso enti zempenfo behwe na se obi ba man Ghana mu enkrata asem om be cheke atoto niema paade a ene sa nipa bonofo sem na so beti saa ye chi obi asiesi ye chi obi asie no enye obi a se ye nuanum ye omfifiri Nigeria no babai ana ha dwen enti ode afutuo de landlords ahodo so obi ho kra wo de wo dan han no a oho nanim din no ye oga pe so hu baby ofiri ba na nsa na wo de dan na han no wo timpote mu bi na wo hwe se ne wo mu de omdwuma fa wo hwe obi ne nante se ne wo toto ne nan no a wo hwe din onya Ghana ni yentete no ode asem bebren report no fast na yemfa no fam na kwan so sanse wo hwe obi abrabo a won mo bo no a ne se mo fa kuntu asa be wuru ma Ghana mu ene abrabo bi won mo bo no a won kan bi pa na Ghana ye din asai se Ghana de se ne entete no akoda ntimi ntrase ma pani nyina ho akoda hia pani asabi wagye ne niema entete no we mu a anka abrabo bi ete saa no ye ntimi mo de biara danti oba na kasapa minister kasa a wo chese won mo hwe saa ne ma no
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Sinu Asiogo akasima be mienu na aye nonkno abo na mamenfa comment ni bi enfantwe mu Jomo from Pokuase Festo says Ghana's first lady ladies approach and commitment to health related issues especially with children is worth praising. These are the kind of leaders this country needs. Indeed, Ghana is working again under the NPP. Jomo Pokuase Festos with that. And to one here from Dr. Abedi Kwada. So, Dr. Abedi says, thank God the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has announced that the digital initiatives undertaken by the government is beginning to yield results. But I can't really think far. How did hunting guns turn into pump action guns? Hey, Ghana. That's Dr. Abedi with that. And to one here from Ark Builder says, some years back, we were having a first lady that shares oil in town. And the husband shares V8s, and God bless our homeland Ghana with a competent president and a first lady who builds hospitals, and the husband is also fulfilling his promise. I know that the discerning Ghanaian will make a good choice in 2020 general elections. That's Ark Builder. Fawaz from Amasaman says, we in the MPP are not going to be complacent about the EIU report that has predicted one-time victory for the ruling NPP. We will treat this report as one of those that is just confirming all the good works ongoing under the watch of President Akufo-Addo. I trust Ghanaian voters, and I know they will definitely retain this government to develop our country. The alternative looks scary and not an option for our dear Ghana. Pawas from Amasaman. Kwesi pa. Why waste your time on Elikem? He's a typical NDC guy and was part of the Mahama for President 2016 and young Democrat for Mahama. what do you expect from him than told the NDC wayward a red flag alarm alert? Though it's important for the security agencies to be on the guard for the importation of weaponry as we get close to the campaign for 2020, but the young professionals and NDC is not. Onel Amponsa, Amsterdam. Rainbow from Kaswa says, I really love your show and I wish to contribute to your topic for discussion. But please consider me to use your medium to say thank you to. Hey, I'm out for a bad. Hey, I see. Don't him say Sadio, Billy, I'm in Pesadio. No. We are not no preferential treatment. Howard from Palestine says, in fact, now majority of Ghanaians are so grateful to God for having His Excellency Nana Addo as their president. So those who said His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa cannot fulfill his promise now, what will be their campaign message NDC come 2020? Need 100 points na Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro kofiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM.
So for daily dispatch the Obokrata no emuna mababe jina na krata ye chi. Ena wode abase the new crusading guide wo mu chese wo mu eto bomb pa the new crusading guide the Obokrata no eto bombshell. Ya na ebisa se entipa se susu ampa se ye dai. Ena Dankwa Akufo-Addo wo clear Kani Deputy Minister of Sports Wora Pius Henam Hajide wo ensamonidie anaso se dwurimudie ene ntro ne animguase Ghana kwakwaje ye edefa Australia visa ehon sensem no ho na wasi wo mo publish ye no wo mo de ye de ti ye kura wo mo page no na sese aba abeto no mo chese Wora Pius Henam Hajide papa no onim enipa no a ekoye ya yadi mu aduosia ye bo mo ba ye 21st Commonwealth Games Gold Coast 2018 no the nipa na wo mo ehun sensem yo mo nyansa ntwofo mo kwanya no ya we ansa no kra wo be free Ghana ha ko entinya se bia minister saa time no ne nani na woni mo hwe ene obi di asem ko hye ne nti asem no nani tuam enim se nkofo akoyi no nsandrofo enim nsandrofo bia nka ho ensoso wo mu sheda de wo mu koy enti no onim ho bi nti eden na afa de ya clear no asa yi na free sports ho no mo sade na ba be share information enti nsam no emu awire ya etwetwe asopa eyie na wosa kyeremu a wose sa wo hwemu pa de a list na no mo de kɔ no na abro so ama names na kwose volleyball players ya wo mo official say we mu na yenim wo mu no kra sa list na kasa so ebro so enti Wora Pius Hajide eniema ekwoso dwurubudie ne kanka ne proye ekwoso nyina na oya we enti nyase na onya we enti wo mu ntiase se obampanyi akle no a be man ya sa mani post as say information ehon wo di ni deputy ya watu nkrade bekoso aba mu bia no wo bo amane abra sa fragadab ye kwoso emi ye kwa wo nipa aduonu ba ko achi mu a wo mba ye no wo de nsasha ase
The Chronicle ne yede to aso na kratafa to so enum ana baba begyin wo de owura bi ono wo ye president at the Emma Foundation for Generational Thinkers. Forget. And you trying to tiakano. Prosper Dan Afechi. Ono kasei. Ano chese National Identification Authority. Ghana card ya wonu mu ye. Omo mani na ho. Omu mia bambo mu papa. No prosper. Otini fie wona wati se. Nigeria fo bi ni wonu ma mfiri Ghana bi pese wode odin wurawuram twetwe no. Ne ho dwini pa enti wo mu mia bambo mu ma eniema enimu na ho na so man hwe ya o mo nya Ghana fo be ye nya card bi na o ma ya mentokwesi Ghana ne ya bro ye ho na so mu yo mo dwane ko ti se de si Ivory Coast no na enye se bi onipa na wo mu se o mo se o mo gi bibi ti se birth certificate ne ade enye bone onipa ne ba na oje ne website ni wi a ese so busa no questions bi okuta website ni de na busa se hen ye wo no wo busa ne wi a busa se ni hometown ne he wo wi asa busa ne se so wo so ofiri hanom se ya saa bia na osi ofiri no kra ho abakwasem kra tesen wo busa ne se wi no busa se busua ba no wo bo okope no aka open no asem ka so ebretu ni no obusa se ono makraboa den so ka cho se bretu akraboa ekokotepe wache no oka se ekokobupe wache no se bretu na akraboa osebo to he na nim se ne wo answer questions na utimi se no wonim ba bi ofiri ba ya twetwe de agu card so na ama ne se ne website ana odi abegire no wonim ba bi ofiri obi busa obi se ofiri ehe ose ofiri asante achim ehe ose edoboase ontimi modin no obi kwati mbo Nigeria din no de ama achim ekuro din etu ye sa wo be chi nipa solid obe just study ni kasa no oye come on pe utimi say no ebi akwa ni free ban holding nya gana ni ntu hu ni sa no a wo betumi a chi nti mom fo mani nto website nse onipa nya ba ya ode ni website share wonsa information gusu da nti eno an se no ana mu register ne sa mumusebusa bebi o mu fifire abusua wonom don enton a wonom bo mumusebusa on hwe nipa ne hwe se na ni ma onye bretuni woso ye bretuni onye duanani woso ye duanani o hu hwe okaso mu beba ko a ebe obebu a kire wo no hu beduru o se to abai so ebuburo nkosua o se nto confirm de waka to aso basa enti o manfo hwe ni ripa no mo check no mo nam sa kwan so a mo betimi a chiwo
ebuza for ya to aso na krata ya chi ewa ha na wode asem bi aba na ni nyina eye court asedi ye ni nipa ye ekotie de ekoso wo court eye central for na ubonyuma ekọ na ekopensem aba beka amagana fo atie no na no na krata efri eye judicial secretary ho ede aba abonten wo chese era Pamela Ado well, just say the Chief Justice, her ladyship, one no other than Sa Eshasi. Was say, one more share our court, say, we back court to us, Sebia, ye dear, accept where you phone, now where you camera crack, that wood channel. And one ma send ye uncle so. I say, be a kita electronic device. Now we are recording, who ye video, who record it. Said ye assembly die questions a woman be sunny at the adinano, wo treba bontia, etia embrano so. Just cases be why ya shada ma quine say. Ya ma home quine say be about me you see phone Eddie did you mass me an obtain was assem way home. Enti akwanya ni wasa na so wo cameras a would do bo CCTV cameras be bo call to a dia who do binum a wo mo hu sanjrofo a wo munni akwanya se eyama ne kwan se kokotwa ana akọ record ya o mo record eniema wo courtroom ho no nyina de ba esa eboa ba atentene enkoso emoa ba court asendie no enya de a ekoso ediwei eye kokobonsam ya Chief Justice ede eto enawbo enwuma na anim ene centralfo nyina se yentwe ye ho emfiri sasu ene ban no ho esa nse so ya akoro wani so na wo ba na wo di ade bi a hya wo ho se o ba na wa ba be record ya na wa be video abra obi e ma wo ho kwan a eti amra enti emra no ene ubedi ntu ya kokobonsam o ba adum wo phone wo ba ya kura fa hya wo bag muto ba bi ma me record hwe e wo ba bi a ye di asem
na the chronicles so we die nie ne grata fa to so mienu ana mahwira ba be ginan na asafu bi a ye fa ne say Great Life Foundation Church wo West Adisadel Cape Coast ana won ho a kire wo mu asofo wo mu ani atutu ato mu nsem ene se MC yo ho wo makwa ko di nadapa wonu mu adi natem o makeka nsem ensem fata de agu ne so ama sesei Cape Coast Magistrate Court ahye wonum se ni pansun a wonum wasasafo yi mu wonum ntue sika emfa MC yi no sika esum 650 Ghana cedis wonum entua na wonum fampata MC ya owo ogwa sanse se romadi papa na tem no kwasem ni enhye no nyam kra MC ye owura NS Ata ono no ye ogwa MC na ene se works department war Metropolitan Assembly ana wonum di wonum dwuma bi na krata ne bo amane se asase bi wo ho a asafu yi akwakoto wonum wo de afa ho na ansa na no assembly ndi nsem bi beto abonten se obiara ne ho kwan se wo ye dwapade bia wo asase no eso agye se wo de nkrata edi adanse se asase ye ne dia eba ansana obetimi edi dwuma bi ete saa asafo no ampemua anom koto wo no de fa asase no ho eno na assembly no edi won dwuma a won du ho won ko bu wo no etuguye na won bu wo no tuguye saa ne ne asafo no epia nyamisi nchen epia babro so to nchen ene ne won bio ma no egu MC so nyasem ketwa ensuo hwe ase hwe nkase pete me so mo di papa na tempa papa man ho ne ho abai no ono kura wanu no kura so ko bu wo no sanse wo mo de papa yi emfoni eba social media so ne mfoni ne da ho no ana mo twogu nchen se who is this foolish man ene o mo di papa na tempa ma hwe papa na ni ma ebusa ya kanopa enti wo chese court chese asori mua asofo mua mote bible no kenkan anye biakura 1 Corinthians 6:9 eka anutwa ho asem se mua mudi tem mua mudi atem enyemboko bunsam jim ahụ Montie ahu nyankopon asem ye ni so no mu wura fi nyankopon bra ya bu mu wo mu wura fi bible bra ya bu mu wo ana mu DMC ya tembasa court so mu ntua sika no na so mu ntua de ai so mu ko dem 30 months no mu hu ade a o mapri hu
yo daily statement the Obokrata ade ode aba ene se Ghana Cocoa Board wo mo en de futuo kakra ama koko akuafo na wenye obi ase panyi kwanchefo da Ghana Cocoa Board ano Yera Joseph Wahimedu en watu koko akuafo fo se wo mfa kwampa so eno wonum ekua se de be ya koko ne betimi asodo so afi eno eda nchenya wo se ya wo munta enyiyi mu nyese obi wo ho na otimi ka se mi koko na bua o eni ya ukwa aye safe from there bi ebua wo se eman frama mfamu enuani hiam frama enti awasa wututwa ni nua no nua na asisi ti ase na office ebua no wututwa ho ne man ne ho na mframa anya kwan afa koko nimu na enema nyina aye kama wo se akuafo no enhwe na afei fertilizer say ya wo mo ema no entimi enua no se de be ya akati emesi so na emeku ne ntem eno da nchen Yera edu esa de futuo ema koko akuafo bra wa call wonum mfom enu won kokodi ensa woso ewo bia ni atoe mantam Western North region honom no kokopie ye no enu wo ka chi wo mo se wo se wo mo a wo mo ntwi wo mo ho emfamfiri enuro na ye de hyi wira no we decide no wo che se enye kra na esei ensase no entibo wo mo fa bi ni dwuma wo de oya akro ukoko asefu a enu ane se wape ebia katapira ebia na mante kwa na wo mo de asokra na wo mado koko ase enhye da mfunwira dindindin bia nti wa akra betimi de seka na namu na watwetwa sanse koko aban na nkasa atigu ase a prokas ase no enti manwura pa bebre enhye da mfu enti na wa ye ne sa na usu di we decide wo bo adre wo be hu ana esa asase no enti na amadua na nwen ne se na nkrampan aba besisu na ekum koko no na afei untumi ente de sasa wote ewoso wose wei ane afutu a wode ma wonom ebra akosa wonom ewo nkoko ofuo mu
ya to say daybreak esusu ede enie na wode aba no wogba mane se ekrata ese obetime esisu dua se orura ye fe ne se adambona wono eye security expert ne nsem bia wode tu dwa se orura a ono koye ambassador Rashid Seidu akane no aneye kwankyerefo edema BNI asisi kura yayi nu adie no ebeto dwa ene namonte so mu bi ekabi ese yesoma no se wonko na wonko yenhwehwemu ewo amanfoforo so se ne be obetimi enya ohaw na no pemesibre nkoda miensa ya choma kwa kosie na yehu mbaabi a yede nkoda no afa na woba de okosuane de okohu ye no de abetofo maboa ma yehu enkoda no na eno anowura Adam Bona a ono ye security expert echese enye no kurada so owura no yesoma no babia se wonko na nko ya no baba ye se yebepesa ha na no pemesibre enye eyatro nti obia emmo sansem no ntugu na wakire mu a owura ye wom se o masaka na mana kotan fidie nanso so eswa anka bra wo no ka se wakwa nhwehwemu bi ete saade aba no ezenka by this time cry friend toto na no okay so okoye nhwehwemu ebetumi abom ehu nkoda no a ene wo mre na o mechechim de okoko hu de ne nsaka de obetumi de aboa na yenye nhwehwemu ne enkope nkola ne mfamra ebesi de nkola mensen ye hu won enti se wo so nhwehwemu bi ete saa na se no kura mpa de a ene wo ho ye den tie ne osusu se pama ya pam no kura esua by this time kese to nsa kura de frɛ no na ebusebusa na no nsɛm na wotimi cheche ne mamugu ho ne hu sɛ yampa sɛ waye bibi ete saa ne ne Ghana fo nyina ensoso etimi atibia yei nsɛm a daybreak soso de aba ne kratafa ɛno ɛtɔso emiensa
yo na abusuafo mo amompɛ asa no masɛm nie kratafa du ba ko wɔ daily statement emu ɛna darling boy wɔde aba sɛ asa ɛho wɔ mfasodie bebree na ya na nkofo fi se bia anwom bo na bia wo bo ni trinko na wo so ne ho didi anwom na chi a esa yade pa eye yakoma ho adwuma se wutimi asua asa no anasa wo de wo su nsua kora na asabone se nkuma sase na anwom ibo wapedie mu ohye wo hwiri no wasi na wo so ho yesi eye akoma ho adwuma pa ntonkosi se cassette na se wubo se CD bi na wubo ebesie no na chese mfifire ehwa wo pa ya ete cholesterol so afei edam adwini mu kan yade kora no esa de free nipa so utie dwom pa wonta modam anasa ure ntam fifi ade ai eno eda nchen a te se bia wo bi wo hono ma na koma yesi emoyie omu a mutanyinya cardiac arrest se mo de asa ye moni su ade hunu a bra o try ya beboa wo eti chese yade a ebua pa enti wo mu munsu asa afei wase asa no fasodi ade bra wo ema wani ehunu ane se wase ebua mu wakoma eye adwuma your cardiovascular health eye adwuma no se wasabe se 150 minutes and asa 300 minutes per week and asa 75 minutes ekopim 25 minutes enu njiminza wo sa 25 minutes wasa time ato wo bonnwom ba miensa wani baba ahoso na tese wasa na ede apomden papa ede abrow eno eda nchen a wose eboa mo ahoden ho nsam susu esan egina ho boam sisi yam ya yukura sei wo sa wo koto okwan mu ubo mu ase uyese no ube ho ane se usisi yare a wo so nyina na chese ede afiri so yira basa na ekọ afei dia ba kwa o maka ne se ema wutimi dwene yie odame ema wutimi dwene yie ema echese wadwene ho ani wunim dia wo no ebuada bia no ya refresh saa na eka eno eda nchen a yesi mental betterment ye kasa ene sei ebua ma obi mental health yie eno da nchen a emotional welfare wose wosa ti se bia wutie odonwom ana wutie asodwom bia obi nya nimio na wosa no eno suso eboa mo wani gie ewie peye afei enya suso aso pakra wo maaso nti oba akra se wonyim na ata asa wo ba no obeba no enyansafo emewu akra boti bia wotenwom kra wo mo otirim a yese ha adwene
bawe so my dia na ne yeto aso graphic show be susu edieni ana wode aba wode abrante bia o se e friend se Mr Logic ne ho nsɛm na gukra tai emu Obama ne se kane pa se na nka Ghana nwom eti apo ne si penya sem ketwa bonnwom ensem kikan adoso utia efutuo wom utimi efa adwene wom na okɔ wanim nanso nansa nwom aba sebi mo anim a ɔse nyansa bi anim
I see
obekwa ba won
mekwa ba ne aba betwa so nya hwensem se ne sitie Dr. Isaac Bracon ye senior lecturer Department of Political Science University of Education Winneba na sa economist intelligence unit for reporter Ababeto Dwa na yankoni ani doc ni ho enkomo kakra doc da se anope mu akwa baba ni TFM so
Mejosimenia
doc economist intelligence unit o latest report ya ba fa Ghana ho any the fact say 2020 abato no ebetimi akwa ma manpanyin na ado danko ekufu ado ni MPP no senate ma
yo medasi akwati sa portway die sa yi ayo no omo ye hwehwemu adwuma yekuo a omudimu yet omo kansema etai ebemu eno da nchen so a ya na ye kotoa ba amanfo hwe owakonwa so edie no kasto manfo no na wogitum no woto abama no na wo ba akonwa so no watumi di osie ayi owa na wodi anu atoto die obo epon mu se ono so yen try no ana yen fa no mra wono so edie na obeka akire yen se ne besi ato yasomo na fe ye di ahwe se waba ben mo panyana se waba ben mo panya oba ye no ono so die na otumi eyeye enti gidie a yebenya bonumu enesem enti yen hwe party wa konwa so yi na ya panya toto hu se oba no okase na enwuma a eni ho titu ema emebun titu omo maje ntitiye no na obenya se obenya dwumaye okase infirijuma eni na nti ama enwuma ni ho ama ye nyama ye de na do na amani kaso no aye oba ade nsa no sese de ko India raw state na yesa enfi enti obema ya dandani ni atun bi ha ni ye bebro so no ye da kwa amano ni akope amano ni sika afi obema ento aso ho masua secondary education no aye famikwa afi so okeka ni ma bebre a oba ye no wodi eniema gu apemu aye bebre sai na esi bua omanfo omudodo na sai na wosi hu no na ye obopo no so no ye wodi ba na sani ebesia ma amanfo no abetwa we mu anase etisen enti we no Ghana de no sani ada bia ye kan aye two party system aye tefrafia ase wan na ya we mutu a odada ya
okay
party nka na de omo no sani asia ye 1992 ba no omo hye de ni ahoden a ombetimi aye nationwide campaign ama omo aye omanfo na kotoriti akoye sa party di mi no nkoa eti two party system no ye party sirim de na omo di adane wa membu mu ayese US de no efi afi 1881 eba besi enei ye Democratic Party and a Republican Party mi no and omo nya bato mu nkunim adi adane ya ba besi ne sana enyire si de nso ti sana Ghana so de ne ti party mi no ejamanfo do mum ye no begu esan mu na me de me kan say two party system no ya obi nka say menya report say intimate mu ya me de intimakoda then ya 2008 bra mampaniku fofia komyaso na wo bie nim say de mampaniku fo ene MPP abaya ye no na ekofo ado a wo hye ne mpaboa o wawi ni awie enso de ni hu ye na ado ani ba ne ho so na Montie adekọ na akodi chinye ezem enti se wo ka se report bia ba na say na wo koda menu ya wa hwe ya da boni be fi o pass enti me de emfa ho ne we no ene se ne agidi a amanfo wo ta IU mo no obia chene sapomo edin se enipa de ya ne ko as a political science as a CF no science awa de abodi mu na a de sua no o ka se bia me ko ka tuntum ho a menya kokko eno de wo ya bribia be ma wo sansonsanso no na so de ba nipa famu a onipa betimi a hye tena bo bisia na mo sika bi na de twa ade a wo kwa betimi kwa bisa me kana me se process ana me se nika wan hwe ya obi wo hwamo it would be scientific means investigating the part of say ye so elusive ye so unreliable enipa betimi a hye John akam ye ho enipa ko ne fie onu aduane momodi omomo bibi no ye bibi se omotum obo no sa wo ne fie omo se ne boss John ye kwakoto aba no ye beba na wo na babi nkohin e ba ye na ye hwebuada enti esa se nipa ebetimi adi wo hwam Montie itu eba omo gina si omo sie ne tinu ya na wodi wani to so bebre ya na betimi adi wo hwam mo sanse tikasem nhyehyeye ndi ma de kwa mo no ne ebo no betimi aye de yebo no a na sunkohwan na aban revenue eyetika beba o menum no anko for no ntimi amfa nto ye wo ye so ene se bia corruption be ko from na opposition anka say yanka kire mo nkofo na o manwene mo ho o mo bi mo botomi bibia enye bia betumi yesi efinde ekoti bre be so aba be ye afene na kakra ji no ntimi dia me gire say emfa ho ne gibia ye wo mo tanhwehwe modie o mo ye kukudam no obia ma ne timu nyene de na obia so wi ho na obia konko bi ekosi say refi be gba ben say afede de patro no so nyina ba bi de odi kan ni enti ayunu na modie ma party but ma afoforo bi nanso hwehwemu obia ye obia koso konko dem.
I see. Na wo kan ye hwehwemu no aye nsɛm ne bi wa kɔma amanyɔkuo MPP ɛne nanado ebi wɔn nso kɔma NDC wɔne ɛyɛ ɔmanpanyin dada mahama na mame nhyɛ ahyɛ mfie nsɛm ne bi a report ne kan fa ɔmanpanyin dada mahama ɛne NDC ho sɛ nea economics intelligence unit for no ɛka ne sɛ ɔmanpanyin dada mahama sɛ aniama amanfo 2016 titru abato no mututia na sense o mse economy ni nkoyie na saade no ɛbɛyɛ den pa so obetimi ayi ne ho efiri ho ɛyɛ yɛkɔ abato mu saa asɛm yi o mo kan o manya yi na wie ona sisi otu franka de ma ɛyɛ amanyɔkuo yi dian na ofi sɛ ɛso o mo yɛ titru
o sɛ ni ma me kan sɛ ni nyina begina sɛ sikasɛm hyehyɛ yi a ɛne ye hunwoyi ebetimi yɛtu an wakɔ n'anim anapo sɛ ebitina baabi egyina no the growth of the economy ne saa indicators ne ade na ɛwɔ inflation na ase na sɛ ɛkɔgyebu sɛ wɔyɛ biribia de ɛsansi economy no ɛyɛ tied to the where the economy it is sɛ crunch na sɛ affect yɛn ye so bad na ye nema ye no eniema jigu a ebetumi abase ene ye se me kra me ho no ebio we no mo ba ye kakra growth no kakra mo tu om ho no na asan agye egu yi enti ni de fakase ni begina se eniema betumi agina so de tie yi nei ana so pe ebepege ne mu akwani mo kakra ene de na kaban ye wo wakonwa so yi ewo bibi ka se me ba ye no na nye me kukuru free say growth no timi de ba 3.4 e dia basis 7 point something me peje mo ko bio inflation matimi ati so aba say omo na wo bi bika na mmom no wo peja na e kama na sekire kwajigu na we ni beka say ye kwoto aba mu hu omo ba kukukuku omo so ma ye say ene wan eno sa no de na onya bibia obetimi de agina so e de ama wani munyam no aba fom enti ni nyina begina saa development aye hu improvement aye hu ebetimi agina so akosi bra ye kwakoto aba no na afi so no de ekoki a ewura mahama ne yesi corruption and aban bia ewo ho yewura kufuo rollins ye ko yesi na corruption wo ho no edi kufuo bae yewura kufuo ko yesi corruption wo aban bia ebam enti se ko donso debre wa aban mu a ɛhɔ nso NDC betumi anya point wɔ so sɛ bankɔfoɔ yɛ nwene mo ho wɔn dwen wɔn botom ne wɔn bosua ne so wɔn sɛ ne yɛ kan dada no a ɛhɔ nso ebetumi ato nipa bi etiri mu enti sɛ nneɛma no da nkyɛn deɛ a ɛne ɛnam sɛ nka nneɛma betumi agyina hɔ ama ɛsono ama nyokuo no na ebi a ayɛyie nanso biribi ɛbɛyɛ sɛ bɛmu biara ba na agyigu pɛpɛɛpɛ ebetumi aha wɔn paa asan sɛ wei no ya na party ekukudam ne mienu no omoku etipenku ma wo ba ko de nyonko etika fom kakra bi ya na margin no ye kituwa bi difference e wo omo percentage of votes obi abe polu na na kituwa bi enti wodi agora wa hwe ya ba ko de afa wo kon ho.
Okay, all right. So watch the chimu yeah kama enjiwe ya ntwe no tintin bia anofe doc ye beda sepa nyame nhira ne obrani adade. Right, Dr. Isaac Brakun, senior lecturer, Department of Political Science, University of Education. We need to pay 100 points in Ghana, Montie, so and also so economist intelligence unit, EIU, Omo Asema Modia Baba Tuja, Enumu Ajincheni bi na Mwan Suma Ajincheni bi so abano pay a medibi Edi Chemo Mystic Ewo in Sawem Adweji I'll say, in fact, I'm not surprised that Martin Amido and his special prosecutor's office are not performing because he made a lot of allegations against the former president, John Mahama, based on perception, according to Martin Amido himself. Right, so mistake with that. And to this one here, Sewuku Ayensuano says, under Nanado's led government, we are assured of development throughout the country. What Mr. Mahama and his NDC wasn't able to do in 8 years is being achieved by Nanado in 2 years. One from Sewuku Ayensuano. Uncle Atos Pinter says, in fact, I want to be clear with this. Ever since John Mahama and NDC went into opposition, every town and village has been crying foul for bad road, with which needs urgent attention. So all the noise about numerous roads he did was only in the Green Book and not in reality. That Uncle Atos Pinter's Enoch from Asamanka says this NPP government should stop giving Ghanaians false hope that Ghana is working again. The citizens are suffering more now than before, and you are always making noises with your lies and propaganda. This same NPP accused NDC of create, loot, and share when they were in opposition. But what are we seeing now? They are even looting more than before. So, no to NPP in 2020. Enoch from Asamankasi. Charles Nyame also from Asamankasi says, before anybody would want to jubilate over NPP's promise of providing free flats for Nima residents, they should remember what happened to Abuso Khan spare part dealers and the carriers after they made them dance on the streets. Sounds like one person sending two messages. Jane from La says, look, NDC have no plans for Ghana. I believe in Ghana first, not individuals' interest. This is the vision of this government. God bless them all. Jane La. Lovely Akosia says, God richly bless our First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Kufuado, for the very nice pediatric and neonatal intensive care unit she has given us at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Tay from Finland says, to be fair to the EIU, they are still thinking we are in the Jimmy era. So we only listen to financial speeches and high sounding grammar to vote. But tell the EIU that we are very wiser now. And so we appreciate action over words. If we will vote based on words of populist promises and speeches, then of course Nanado wins by 99%. But we will vote based on actions. And that's why Mahama is going to win 2020 elections. That's one from Tay from Finland. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Suni. Kwagu. Kwe.
Na me ko. Ana oba mu. Ore ye friend say ore logic no wokasa. Na ne kasa nyina ne say Ghana kane pa nyuma na yebo. Na ne de. Afutu a ewo mu. Cheba afo no mo. Dua no aba na abehu dua kro. Makanim ruenchi no mo. Hwe Yesu reba enwum a chese tofo mu a na sase mu apai ene ya sapone na somafo chese nyasem keto oba chese wono mo ebo adadam susu apa bobo wonya nkwa ne da fo mboko adofo mu nya tuatua nanso enei ya nwum na sesa ama chese odunu kra wonte ase se na kakane ya nwum bitimi dibe 5 years da so ya adwuma no ena nwum a ye bo no 2 years kra eni na atwam ebi ne na obo patapa edin wa ha se wanko nei ebaji din asoso hwe ewo he ebinom soso mitiate enzo we na obi su dia fam omada enso so atwam saa nti enwum na mo bonde sebi empenfo hwe enwum bi aseb monimu a nyansa nimu no won mfa bonto so.
Okay. All right. Eat 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedie Suno Asiogwe. So Economist Intelligence Unit report here by Ora John Buedu, General Secretary, Treasurer for Penima, Amanyuko, NPP. Ora Buedu, that's him, Waka Baba, NEET FM. So,
Major, so now, I want to say,
yeah, pa, Monsieur John. TC, our office, dear, party office.
Oh, my mother.
Oh, mami head over. Very day. Joe, very day. Right, so young common city economist intelligence unit we enya a day dikania sa wo report bi aba ye di ho enkomo minim se me de ma opet nya obeka ne se o ye ma ye trimu nya ye de ba se to do bi a se mo ma mo trimu ye mo de because report ne ba na e koma o say se e che se mo ye adwuma pa se o 2020 e ba se ye to aba mo betimi adi nkunim we no se mo ma mo trimu ye mo de ana
I get to say, also, a July, you will go. You go and say, you be winning power. Power, you be winning. Yeah, political party. You winning power now, the ever catch a kind of fire and not taking out to our mind. Now, you're buying a share, no, I hear Mojuma. Not party, no, so I share. Now, you winning power. Now, power no answer na yebeka se we win power no. If ya to aba, ya kan, ya declare results no. Ya declare you kra this electoral commission no aka say so far about 268 constituencies results are in even if the rest is given to the opposition. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, will get 51 points. Then the answer what started jubilation for some of us from where we sit now. Because when we that polling station, now you have to be winning. Now, strong, yeah, so the only both in words and in figures. Now I shall sign. Well, here can we 525 and this is now 120. Hey, 525. One year careful near 250. We're winning power so. We are almost 300 votes. 100.9. So we are almost 300 votes. And the whole here say you make people focus. But who be the boy be penalty? No ball shot the ball bar. Goalkeeper no jubilation. Say oh hey, ball no ball bar no na a ban and in the ball form. The sun and bro. In a crochet pony, yeah, me who. As a crochet pony. And see, yeah, Juma. I was set with me at the heart so that you did a fan of the show. And you know, the organization on why you pull the war memoir. Probably I don't want to know it wishes so hard to clarify. But pause there, election, one day in an election, I said, one day, sometimes 100 years of Yamini, so sometimes 100 years, 1 day with Yamini. It is from this time to election time, a much and you might be to me, but to see, I know, yeah, I'll say it to me, who baby, idea. Baby, a challenge is no one, so near Koso, a deep challenge is no more. And see, don't buy an other shepherd. No more kind, you don't must say. There are challenges one. You ever say, nah, you do it. Now, they do 2020. Now, presidential, they are two baskets more than that. Now, say, I just a majority. I think they bring us from Canada. Because 169, I was just born by me in your become. Yeah, and you become 11, so I found 180. Yeah, fun so.
But can be so about promises be a my year and the fact mobile or mine as an industrial country in your kahon 1 district 1 factory ya 10 niama na Ghana in say de bia ye import niama na ya nso yɛbɛtumi ayɛ bi ne yɛtumi de bi akɔ ama no ne yɛka ho no saa nneɛma wei sie no mantumi anhwɛ na ɛno nso ntintim pa bɛtumi aha mo ɛwɔ yɛ 2020 abatoɔ no meyɛ sure sɛ ɛno no nso yɛ wasɛm hia
ɛno nso ɛyɛ nokorɛ bɛde ɛyɛ nokorɛ wɔ saa nokorɛ no mu ɛne sɛ ɛno nso no it take time ansa wotumi ayɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ factory no must have constant supply of raw materials. The only person who import raw materials they are factory now. And see a lot of work I would say. Why you are not going to recommend that sugar factory? Na sugar cane do draw here per day or per week to feed the industry. Only raw material base. We get the kind of yield that 1 acre amount for the production of sugarcane. This is when a new variety of sugarcane and the yield per acre no a better cost one cent there or no. Yes, sir. This old dog and they feed this industry. So, offer Polugu tomato factory. And also, your yield per acre no war memo and you go so planting for food and jobs are working. Yes, you have one day and a body and I am import to contemporary and a way. And no, yes, fine for consumption because it's the answer. So let me tell you.
Yeah.
But there are specific crops here. And no, I would say, need this feed the industry. I know, so no, you go so man attention.
Okay.
You shall even maize I come once and maize a year for 40. Another challenger. And also, koye name, yabama yini akko. And which are buying for air coffee that says, he said, I am a cocoa border, cocoa, we share butter for cocoa border, talk almost that on the price, above for more across or world market affect the cocoa farmer. Yes, I will some specific cost. To say, voting that you could say, and
okay.
Specific cost.
Okay.
And November farmers, guarantee price. Now, I'm what to me, so they are producer, I'm motivating no manner a producer. And also, buying so it to me, any that's our produce. But they feed the industry, they feed it. I remember a typical example. Ufa Guinness Ghana Limited. So, some of the products are or you use local raw material more there. I can tell you that as we speak now, almost will move from 0 to about 55% of local materials almost they produce some of their products. 55% in the northern region produces sorghum. The kind of benefits are farmers because of guaranteed price Guinness for at the mouth. Now, because as our special no produce and yet they produce didn't almost got all that. Yes, our man fertilizer man away. Oh, we are. Well, on fat embryo. The women are buying yet, not me at this board in the back. There will guarantee price. Dema farmers every will produce be more. They are taught to say their cocoa board it yeah. Once they create ever calling him. They to me in your game industry side. I say they are one they shame to me because until say there's no way you stick an one day able to make that pen. Because of cocoa. I had to know your company $2 billion every week.
Yeah.
And more consumption cry about $1.2 billion. o de anwa ka ho pe nti koko a ye bebrebe nyina no two products there it will wipe away foreign exchange so one can say if you don't think like this now what you will be a problem there was any this way those times I was over 300 million almost connect to 1.2 billion dollars so nti no na was a share kwan be na be fa so a ye be resolve nti menia their organization ya ade a ho hia ye gusu a ye ni wo so a ye ne nkaka e dia kafa no na ye nkasa bebre about a lot of things yeah with time no ye be start akasa bebre wo aben wo so a wo kasa no so say careful because them no be ade you create it out of me sorry unjo mi e fiteni no anye create kalmo kasa no then you understand wo aben wo so a ho nsem no ne canon so ye hwesi bi a ye canon one for your friends and our the sensibility of other people and all that. Indeed, nunti na ya na strength before the enya strength. And so na communication here week. Who are being mind? It's our position. Some position there. And if anything, NDC for communication or go here a press conference or can say, you have a moratorium into army importation. So we are going as to whether security wise it makes sense or not, as to whether national security own arrangement or yes sir saying as to whether private sector almost say almost war arms dealing be affect your man so we are so have them so also cost here and see be a young one but some I cannot say oh my I say okay. So mama typical example. We share energy sector. We share the kind of contractor. In your no sign the go up. And a car here ball. Negotiation yeah. Na ye to me a home cano. Yeah, tin and kakaka. Share your friend is saying, oh yeah, blocks are 2009 NDC for the month of 13 oil blocks. Omumu baako kwa grand play one well. Mana nya successful. So I can energy for you how much really I even over 400,000 barrels per day. And this is for over pamo. So can nearby on bar. Yami adum Australia, it is ongoing. One shall very soon. The almost discover will be one of the highest in Africa. Within 3-4 years, you will try hitting 1 billion barrels a day. We and your magic. A purposeful orchestration of proper management. A boy concentrating for the organization of which me I hear the man. Yankee Kenneke. So, imagine say, President Kufuor, the 8 years, we should near more by year, the cuckoo production, under 400,000 tons, or the 800, 900,000 tons. The school feeding by the way, you reduce to, debt to GDP ratio from close to 128% to GDP at about around 26%. Inflation yet so they buy a crowd from over 50% at the buy double digit around 12, 14%. Interest rates that near my year buy Nanka 2008. Now the dance of Kufado twice. 3 years that time they're kind. Because you say, that double tracker, AKT challenges in Kakanka. Okay, yes, you all cried at that. No, got your years and your money if you want, can you see Piano? Can you queen him? Because you see, I discover all year no more. boa mo man no e kwa ne so nti menya de ya kana ya abotre de ya hwe ye nya ho abotre an tetre mu I just want to say before that I'll make a cancer and there position the can this will be form where before can be beer said the ever magana for the bullfu Jomo can we on Koda not the young focus on the air now I am quiet the first one young call no one who say MPP bar you better day MPP bar or my be destroy
Oka about say nsem a NDC for e kan bi ho no a mo nche dan fa nya nsem ba ko aba beto dwa am say nra Deputy General Secretary ma NDC Peter Boama Otoko no e kan say special office of prosecutor yi say no edwuma kura wo mu hu ade kronti kura mote papa ba wo mu hu ni oye enti anu kura be yanka muntum kura na papa nkope bebinda and the reason I may ba ho no ni gina say report no so can be about corruption. Say mo campaigning heavily on corruption and also no 50 time mo appointed papa bem say February 2018 no omo shede who corruption cases be or prosecute enti eno no man hwe na man ni hu dwuma no so betimi aham
open dey tell say the corruption sama na o say ko wi ase se be kokko on to me en kana wa ankoda o also we hear investigation here. So na answer udo bi ko jina court which me enye jina so ni na jina ye ka hu bi on o say a court in tami where udo bi ko jina court so they okay ya the panel no ka jina grant against the ko appeal aba e ko we aba ni na ya dia igusu aye hwe kwa fa so and the money and the bit a year feel. Near man special prosecutor no awarding I more do obey any man. Service. I feel on establishing institution. But did say as time goes on, also the all you know to me the better. Then anything of Topuno is not okay. As a home to my ADPR. And until I was almost almost so at the cottage. And nothing I did say, young person that will be a better Nassika also the year if you mamma in home for on unquad to Natal so a DV. Now, Bible for that, that's it. And I'll run buying into me and prosecuting. A Bible for banner prosecuting now. Yeah, because a witch hunting then, and nothing as our organization. The best almost can say.
Okay, well, you're here seeing a back at least with me at church and sim no at the Amayano pay, John. A better say on the paper. I want to cry to more. Mamma now, right, John Budu, I say, a General Secretary, my New Patriotic Party. And I pay our year EUW. Na mume wi de bon krata no mame nya se motra ha se na mo ha ma adwini photo na mame twa no ama sapo nkuma jesi ni
picture fasa na dalo boy ya wayi wani atunje
na makra de mi hu to na nsen kra wuntimi tra
aya smiling so aho esa mo aho
me mpe photo twa
mu wasfunu mu wontokro dada
eno ye fene ene vendi mpo no
ai
masa
eye dimpo aha you are say akibut pacho betwa no
madam unka
ye te wakata ne go ye wakata ne go betwa
Kwesi ye wie de wakata no
yeah photo try by force
graphic show busy die ni na
ne kata uka hu se mo video bi ho nse na
video mi da bi
aya abo
yeah
abo ne kata fa to so miensa an ye de kro no na Celestin Donko an wo ka say no che say gospel musicians say na masesa kane na ke bonya menwomo a de pa say de nema atia kam se tinkalon nyamenwoma ba bontin nyina munyedu ai se tentehuro adan a Wasi asofo no aba no. Wom preach ye die nko proskoto andele sa ubenya yere ubenya ku ubenya ofase sa no mkeka ubekwa abrochire etu omo so koba sa no a na so mo tre nwum na de asofo no ko preach fa ho no eno no mo so de tre nwum eno ye fe no lyrical content wose wom ne bi etu obi wo a obasa mediye sana nwum na si koko kebrodo nyame be mo bi watiana na bitini shem gunguru sa ategran na wode abawiye na nya omoa sanka sofo itimi preach ewura bible no mu aka enkwaje sem no ya anka omo anum to fo so be tap kakra de afiri ho nom de ba tro nwum enmo moto no nyede beating kwa ana kutia nwum kwa enhyiwo okowu yesu domi enhyi utumi ne menyepe sa na nwum na si enti enya de ebeboa enti don kwase asofo ne ka ho bi enu nti ana nwum to no aseye enti asofo ne nhya ase na wonum preach yi so omu preach yi a anumtufo no so a omoya gospel musicians no omo so benya bia atwere na wono mu ato ene hwatale ehye sa no de wie
ebusafo ye di wie a daily dispatch de obokata anu de abase Ghana yes 30-man provisional squad ye do omo call 2019 African Cup of Nations yes eliki na eliki ye no betuto dwa se Sule Ali Muntari brana witwa no a 18-yard box no obeteta wo ha betwa obi no ono afei Kelvin Prince Boateng de oni ni nua nso boma ayi amononi team no Jerome so hwan Jerome nua Kelvin Prince Boateng afei Asamoah captain wo mo ye leading squad ya chese wo mo begina mfata odauda esusu tua jai anya sanketo a enti wo mo ade abase se de nipa wo mo din piepie no na youngsters na efra ano Osman Bukari Majid Hashimeru Joseph Pinto John
John Macho Joseph
John okay bia na nua dia na strikers no Kwabena Wusu na Bernard Tepete na Dauda Mohammed Tepete na afei chese wo mo se John Entry bi wono susu wo Egypt ho na obo ne ball wo striker wono susu ba na El Masaka chese nya sanketo enti edi na piapia ni band we leaked names enti yasi de wo mu no darling boy na mo ni nye ho
da Kwesi ya boni tape no na
Ghana Montie Ode Sampabo Kasiabo Kowakata Munsa Amaya Se Kwesi Aboagye Onye yimu Nukretrodo Kamadine men kamadine bo Nitafe Mama yentie Kwesi Aboagye 100.9
Kwesi Bonkwe
Utie oha echi ponkno Needs FM
Efiura me mwachi o Fiura
Yes
Machi o Efiura mechia wonye so
Hey Ewura enfase ma msu what e ba force setia me mo yem no
won so pepe
Hey wafi we die me pese oni Fiura bekon Efiura we die ye kwasore abo
Ewura de mo kwasore
ye pompaye
Ewura de kasoro ho a what e be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne Fiura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodew mo mame na mu wi a ma sora kwotena so ndem se ye kosum ya
me say na dia ya late so me yanke kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere bo fate ke efiera wuti fia say light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi boa say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
hwe me catch you play nya play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuosie na nsuosie so me ntoi say me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate
yeah fiewura we nko ade ma abumfu me koto me nhwe
efiera fi de ya bro ma abumfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe sɛ adwadie nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ
Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dadada menya wofo yi papa so be fie ni enwe fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da ko be ye di ni ehwe fufuo a akode wo nwane
adwa mo adwuma se me ni fie adwuma di mi ni fufuo kakra ba o madie no ene wato me twama da pasa aso wo kan na matene nyira
wati ate na make am mebo a
ebo de odi komum na se ade obra to otwa fufuo ai wo wodwo pam na wo ma siu na wotimu aba na wo sadade na wo temfra kwade ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kam kama ya yefra no need fufuo a
enya no bi na masori ba ntilizi kama me di ye yo
se bia
ma me hwe oh e bia need fufuo eye kama say body fufuo ne mankan fufuo papa bi na wo kan say twan eposim na ede na me se wo kan so ento simanu mpe no wa wie wo hie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura age sa need fufuo a ho ama me ko tobi kura ba ne se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de body ne mankan fufuo papa bi
ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mojaduro ana pawia ne anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo a supermarket bia mu
need fufuo a e wo wufi a eni gye nko a
FDA ahwehwe sɛ adwadie nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ
Emra so say we experience nyame won konkron ene Yesu Kristo tumi kese no ai me da to so dunso dunwoche ene dunkron the Lord Star Ministry Incorporated Evangelist Papa Shida no a 3-day powerful crusade chenchiriche pa e wo kaswa odu kwankwe pa Ghana for Christ crusade 6 p.m. na sase dane mu bia Asem Trietaso. Let your name be in the book of life. 17th, 18th, and 19th May. Kaya 6 p.m. Open Chemu and I'll person you be born Yamia Juma. 0558 084 511. Onyamin Shirao.
Needs FM.
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Suno as you go and check Ebajimo calls on a pay which median so but and commodity being so hard my yeah adventure Jagos from Insoem says I think this newly created Bono region will become one of the finest region among all the regions in this country because the kind of infrastructure this government wants to place there in future is so overwhelming and it will be the most convenience place. So I will urge the chiefs over there to manage things well. Ibrahim Kenya Oyo Kukofodia says, please, Mr. Mahama, advise the radio station to do the right thing by renewing their licenses rather than throwing those stones onto the field. And to this one here from Nana Usu OPD, Sunyai says, the most violent NDC party should stop making unnecessary noise and there are baseless allegations here and there, which is always full of big lies. And that is also the hallmark of the incompetent NDC party, John Dramani Mahama. That's one from OPD. Mensa Kamasa in Soma Dreji says, I tell Nana Obribuai, he's not the only wise person or a lawyer who have the moral right to talk. Dr. Farijan also has a moral right to talk. That's Mensa Kamasa with that. And to this one here from Big Deal, Suhum. He says, yesterday, 15th May, the district chief executive for Ayensuano district, Honorable Florence Governor, cut short for the construction of 2-unit classroom block, office and store in the various communities. Okay, all right, and Mfanchemi. All these are for the KG. She also cut sword. Maza, are you giving us news report or your comment? I call it Mama. I didn't graph for him. You're too bad. You're too Nazi. Huh? Yeah. I don't know. Sir? Hey. Chacha mucha. Sabe pepe. Ya too Nazi.
Ghana Montie ama nsanya so adalbeto biama nhomere so ɛgyegye tonton sansan ɛwɔ net 100.9 FM.
Chacha mucha. Uh-huh. Sir? Come on. Tell you. Makumachi. I'm a new. Otope. Move on, baby. His name is Bless featuring Kinata. Jealousy. 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 Finally, but she when it goes. Hey. 0302243540 and 0302257902. Hey. Yeah.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro Kofi Aman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Hello.
Me wafa. Hello.
Yeah.
Aboagye.
Champion is saying.
Yamena dom me ho ye papa. Ene me ne me aminua ya begina line so ache enye hwe wa bo nwom. Anyom no mitimi say ye ode ye papa. Uri asambo. Opanyi no by there. Amentia is the original Uma organizer na ampim. Amentia on Abuju so midu akamba. Amentia Martin Luther King also was Shama Metiano. Amentia Zumla papa no papa. Or Boduma Sakofa Yintri. Papa Nese Sakofano. The Mr. Siano Boduma papa. Opanyi. Any say, Ebane say, Opanyi. They say Ghana Cardia Opanyi. They say Akobasi they say Binum Edgy Jiska. Oko Nasa Ubia Utia 10 Sidia. And now 20 Sidia near Aya Mountain. The one to actually there, and you're better on 4 o'clock. Yes, yeah, Open I say 7:24. When I'm a journalist for Betty Mamma when you're home. I saw in your manner a personal. Open and I said, the Nipa 50 on me. I register Oma. Mokanto must send 15 you better register. But you be better to anonymous. I double bear for Monsieur to register. That in a hard in your papa. And never be coso. And yes, a solid a hard. Now, for me, coming here about Mammy to ask them someone is opening. I am to send me your papa. Mammy, the Catholic Ghana for so whom cry, whom Ghana for you, so you're so and cry a bit, you whom. After what the master about one time, I can't be young Crana for the Wakuma Bato, Mipro. So, Cassa, me according to me, Mammy will be a crano. But be also before the Coco Pemprana Mamma, you be whom piano. O me whom, as I will follow, would I am to save your room, then go to Omo, so Muyo, and to Muya, not by it. Because you can understand, Ghana for you, say, we are society. President Ranado, Papa Numa, and a papa, you are starting to go to be creative. It's Mr. Ghana for being at the 2020, and this year, Crado, President Mama, in the flag bearer, near any other man of an opening. Mamma, bye bye.
All right. Yanji offer for so I didn't share. Hello?
Opinion, I'm some Jinkon.
Ebin Council.
What a question. Now, and a pair you mal away if you did the good no go my bottle. The better one person as always is it to her. Because you know go my bottle. Because when is the entertainment man, but when is it? Oh, yes, I'm saying, I feel you. I'm going to papa one page, my smile. I mean, cheer, Nana, Ampim.
Me, you.
Where then with you? Mr. Regional Women's Organizer, Mitchell Martin Luther. I'm not sure my head and local Richard Jan Gomo West also as a local papa. And a Joe appear from place out on also Michiano. Mentamina Michiano. Opening share, Metsi, a year, ye paying John Wedu Nankawa, a few little questions. The man, what's the 1 year day, no 1 year day, a mobile lusu. Now, my day, I need the mobile winnie. Fair. And fire or pay one country on the Bovini, or pay one country on Bolusu, or Quaya Yeba Fada 2020, Yeba 2 many years influence in the Adrian. Because of pain, such Nassina, Adrian Pound. If you're on Sonshire, Naman, and the Ghana for me, Nassam other form. Master Kwesi, say it's a Decala Bobby. Ebia, Abeka, when you move, another bit to the La Paz. Another son of baby. Kala bobia open na ya adwendwe no adwendwe kodanda ahocho na ba manfo wodo enti me dam report na obeba na me ngenzi because nyama recording there aban no so aye yama open aye yama adwuma na nkasa baton no ho ana da obokọ nipa no wonchen na nipa no so wa ase no wa to ho aba wada ma wa aban na nyemu ena mo banya wo de nyama papa na na do dan ko kufa do odegu akwa do masa Kwesi da manyama papa nde bia maba maka sanyama papa no sepudu mpanka ban na wo mamodi so sepudu na wodi fi Australia ana Algeria na wodi ba iti ko mamodu Ghana na yeti ha na de bia wosola na numuga na nsema onsem fata masa Kwesi hwe national card won sasami ende wose wa woko gigi amanfo wo sika 20 Ghana na 30 Ghana wo ye card no wodi ma ho no wo be jeli ho mo say woman jeli ni mposa mo say woman because man kasa mo MPP nkwafo na makofo na mo de won register because na yetie MPP Hira College wo su there wo hwe ho anade wo pia gba waye nti yeto meyimu no man ya yetim ana na do dan kwaku for those we create adwuma nkanyin wo de college mbo ba wo complaining ana scam Ghanaians a wo de MPP yin wo de wo complain in they are complaining atase na se national card wo ye me opiale wanya bi na se obi mo tu wo de kwase kokwa mu wo ya MPP funa no ko boye kro no because ye ni se funa we kwagina wo ye den wo ye card no wo da mamafo nti yes na do dan kwaku for do na ni ti wo do dan kwa de se wo bo man na wo mo man ma obiane kotokum ye de mo bia nsol no nyanya ma bia onsa mfata wo ba ye kwe MPP wo baba ye kwe nu bia wo bia wo ba kansa makakaka but ye kotokum de o ye empty me da say
wow engineer do you want to say hello
Kwesi
yeah
atubani
aso too
and this for you want was a national ID no on pay you want was 1 year bi mo da ngo for de ya mi jamu Kwesi mesaka we frikasi mchi a ai Kwesi akwa owo dan a nunuma pa de board da papa na odafo wo hwe na imiam Mr. Patrick Akole, Managing Director of God, Oye Juapa, Ama Ghana, Oye Industry, Miamishan Bebre. Na Muguda me command me say, Ghana had the Bibela Iska, Nanado, the free SHS, Oye scan all the year, Ghana free na Oboya Waka, Midway at the pa, or see, ya Keska Samada, no your ball, Mr. Kofintina Bado, or Mr. Aloy, when you my pa warrior, I was scared. Tasa wo je wode bo na na do full SHS am Ghana ye kwanyim ya me share bebre Kwesi ombre nsu toto yesre mbi asusu to ni yesre Ghana fo de mo toto wura wo fa ngugwatemu abai wa yiska de wo fa yigwatemu mo wo guru wo ye eko akaya Zoom Lion drag masters wo guru wo drag eko wa ye recycling what they boa ma efini na yi ma da for to wura ngo ba hard na yembo da abai the recycling no omwa maybe nko all the district and regions na embo ma Ghana yenko enyim na me academy me ka kase da and the force ahe 2021 da waba obisi won hwe wa asetam se Ghana fo wo hwe nduma pa ene asetra pa na do dan kwaku fado odi ya famida no na ka ndisi mo ya ka do de your mama will make 20% we share enne ekwo be biara na wo bo na na odu komuko me konfi odu want to Ghana want to nka no won ka ya bre komuko me konfi kwa one district one factory emranta na mabawa enija wenya wa outgoers one district no agbo be na aton no da factory no busu dare ya mo 2 million 200 Ghana on free wo guru wo de yi it end this one to amo na do ordinary kofu wo hunti even do World Bank watu kokodo na do asemi me tu kokodo me kofu da da bi tre kofu wo yeje it out na ha wa bi go de koku a wo de ya dwopo koko process wo be use mpo ina wo ye bi ina na je ni bo atena be do man da lati koko process ina koko da buwa do chocolate no ya no wo ye ida so na ndi se fo oke ye da Ghana hamba mo be do mai do e ma ya ida Nanado mesrano who promises na better 80% edini nado na ba kubia ono Ghana fo gina won to aba oya special prosecutor se matrami dina kai no oya ndc into employer eduma na nana fuck parliament mo ga yin so na ndi sa kroda mo bo Ghana won tu mo nya no de kasa wo Ghana na ya ro ye wo Ghana ha ma be se Ghana skai na opuni no zi koko more waska ni wa iri da no da do da biska ya Ghana ha ma sa bai wa ma anka adan 600 mu da jin 5,000 no na some no work if you say Ghana fo and this for you biara when you da so biara one kasa the be work 2020 ya be 2020 wa be me hu asembela wa ka cha Ghana fo da 2020 mreba na be ma dia mo ka de ebre e ba bi no odu ya Ghana fo ka na ho wa ta wodo ese me sra Ghana fo one more shame me gay and this for God no fa ta na na do dan kwa kufa do ati.
Okay, my main for the very last one here for course in fancy and pay what you media so new chat okra mo watch you.
Yeah, Kwesi. We are still the Red Devils, and we are still united. Whether fifth or first, we are still united. Manchester United. Hey, I was doing my main shower not the match where you know. Baby, I'm not Eastern Regional Women Organizer will be a Michiano. The catcher say, your course why no one homo dinner. Yeniso, Yamisha, no me can say, my favorite incoming MP, and I found playing south. Joe Apia or San Baby, and Elipria Krugu or Baby 2 Ajuasa for 7. There was then Domico Benya 2020. I was winning BB at times one. The Minianum and we MPP college ni free and no more job when I'm Sunday emissary. So what I say, me no na Jitumus or many my thing. So what I say, ye kai, your mama brave, impo and not doom so. I'm telling you, your tongue your talk. So what I say, a month for free with Yaka. So what I say, the no pono, your mom pen na ni baumia, didn't talk and said, your mama incompetent. But we know, say, incompetent was no. We are seeing the reality on the ground. You punjuma infrastructure, it cut all the sectors. So what you even I mean you are to buy any or see cocoa board. Now we former executive open new honor. We are seeing roads. Roads are no more yet. Na cocoa for yet talk cocoa no a bag of cocoa for 775 cedis. Yes, some mom what 5 cedi as bonus. Yes, some mom or them. Yes, I'm making sure say be mom fertilizer. And the fertilizer na yashra not for sale. Your mom penny na do na brace. You try for not for sale. It's not a toma cocoa farmers what 80 Ghana. Abamo way any your mama money no name. Your mama has been tried and tested. You know between me or buy my Ghana for who tomo. So what I say almost one district one factory. Go to the northern region go and see. I'm coming to one village one dam. Three niki 3 oh and then your mom penny na do say them Omo mutual watching no. Omo diambo homodin. Send your bear is critical be ashamed. I was see me yase every time be a man penny or money near point is misleading. What be so I didn't make us omo misleading. Omo mutual watching no. Are they free students? They are children now. Mama progressively na the form. So omo kwa try exams no. E dia shena do mama ni onyam. So what I say, Nanya Mam or Mampenina na do a cardio on Sanko revising the notes. The appointees are misleading him. A Jaku misleading him. I'm a Mary, I'm going to the course. A Tija, when so your mama not is a Tija. So what I say,